But not today.
How about that situation in Ukraine, huh?
What about him?
Oh my god.
Aiming real high there, aren't you?
Yeah, trying to get him banned immediately.
Shoot for the moon, land among the stars.
But how's it going, everyone?
Like that missile in Ukraine.
Venus.
Oh. But, damn. But how's it going, everyone? Hope you've
Going pretty good.
been having a good New Year so far. Happy Friday the 13th.
I missed y'all.
Yeah. Sorry we had to postpone the session a little bit, but some stuff happened last week.
That's not allowed. In fact, anytime you have a complication in your life, you're not allowed to give it. You're not allowed to go to it in sake of deed. Or
I can't believe you didn't give us any advance notice on that. What a fucking asshole.
I know, I'm such a piece of shit.
I have no idea what the problem is as well, so I'm very sorry if something bad actually happened to you. No one told me anything, and I didn't ask.
I mean, yeah, it was kind of bad, but oh well.
Okay, well then, you take care of yourself, and I hope you know everything is jokes.
Yeah.
Making sure.
But not from me.
But not from me.
I'm 100% serious, yeah.
I will not apologize.
I don't need to apologize to you.
But yeah, it's nice to have you guys back. Stretching. Hope you guys have been doing well, and I hope you guys are anxious to play.
Very.
I know it has been a minute since we have played, so I will do my best to give a recap to try to re-jog everyone's memory. And so, the last couple of adventures you guys went on involved you guys killing some hags, befriending some frost giants, saving some sailors, and you guys essentially spent, I think, most of last session kind of just quote unquote messing around in town, talking to people, shopping, doing mostly RP kind of stuff. But now you guys have a couple leads on where you want to take your next course of adventures. And I believe you guys mentioned wanting to pop down to Camp Vengeance because it seems that one or two NPCs you guys have met have stated something about people needing to go down there. But before we get into any of that, it is the dawn of a new day here in Port Naranzaru. Everything seems fine. Town hustles and bustles. There's a smell of dinosaurs and fancy perfumes and sweet fruits. Everyone's going about their life. And you guys are doing, your morning ritual stuff, going about your lives, planning your next course of action. And before anything can set foot, I need Zig. I need you to make a very important roll.
Okay.
I need you to make me a will save.
It explodes. Wow, that's a good roll.
All right.
Pretty good.
Yeah. As you guys are going about your morning routine, which details non-specific, just whatever your characters do in the morning before you set off for the day. Zig, as you are meandering about with your party, you feel completely fine. But then, in the back of your mind, you see the image, a pair of ghostly, watery eyes staring at you from beyond the grave. You're filled with a sense of impending doom and dread. Drop to your knees as if you're having a panic attack. But then within a couple seconds, you're completely fine. And
Right. You had nightmare casts on you or something, I think.
I don't remember any of that.
I vaguely recall that.
am I by myself, or is there other people
is-
around me?
That is totally up to you. Well, being with how crowded Chult is, there's always people around you. But whether or not you are close by to one of your party members, that's entirely up to you. As I said, your
Wh-
morning routines is entirely up to you individually.
Where were we staying?
I believe you guys were staying at just an inn.
Okay.
Volo's in, right? Or where at least where he was last.
I believe so.
All right. Were we sharing rooms, or do each of us have an individual room?
I believe
Makes
you
sense to
guys.
share a room.
Well,
It's probably cheaper.
it would be cheaper, but
We're kind of broke right now.
I
I have
couldn't remember
no
if you guys bought individual rooms or not. So we'll just say you guys bought a lot room, and we're sharing it together.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming everybody saw that happen, and Zig will say nothing.
Yeah, Zig is probably sharpening his axe, and all of a sudden drops to the ground in full blown panic attack mode, and then gets back up, trying to ignore as if anything just happened.
But he is visibly paler than what he first looked.
Even
Hey,
more sickly green.
Yes.
Good brother.
I think so. I'll just yeah, I think so.
Fair enough. Want to talk about it? Doesn't want to talk.
Doesn't want to talk about it. Okay.
And from
That's
that, your next
Well-
course of actions are entirely up to you. How you wish
Well-
to spend this day.
We had two things: Camp Vengeance, and apparently Volo knew things about my people. But feel like perhaps we should. I don't know. I kind of want to go to the camp. Not gonna lie.
Probably about time that we start looking for, what we're getting paid to do, I suppose.
Don't even know if we're getting paid to go to Camp Vengeance. I just think we wanted to. If I remember correctly, we don't have a job down there.
I'm just talking about whatever your employer is wanting of us.
Fair
About time
enough.
we forward that one.
Yeah. Well, you see, we're kind of lost on exactly what we're supposed to do for that. The goal is a little open ended. We just have to
Mhm.
figure out the fucking death curse and get rid of it.
You are one
You know, the
of
thing-
the many adventuring parties who are here in Chult, specifically trying to help end the death curse by whatever that all entails.
Where is Camp Vengeance again?
So
Let me
if
pull out
we
the map.
go-
and show
Down
you.
south.
Down south, we pull out the map.
Oh, it's down here. Okay.
Yep, you guys are in Port Narnzaru and Camp Vengeance, all the way down here along the river Shoshenstar, one of the longest rivers in Chult.
I think me and Zig had a separate conversation about what we wanted to do, and I think we were in agreement that Camp Vengeance is probably a right course of action. Right,
Yeah.
Zig?
Yeah, and we could also stop at Camp Righteous since it's on the way. Just if they need help with anything, some quick cash.
Suppose.
If that's all right with everybody.
I'm down.
Wouldn't be terribly hard to do considering it's all directly downstream.
Yeah.
We still have our boats, which are under the dock master, right?
Yep,
Hmm.
you guys left them at the dock, where they should be completely fine.
Should see
Oh.
if they have like a bigger boat. New fit like I've
They
seen it
do
rather
have
than-
bigger boats. They just cost
Yeah,
money.
but one that doesn't cost $1 billion for some fucking reason.
But they don't cost $1 billion. But they're not cheap.
Yeah, cost $500,000.
Well, when do you guys want to depart? I mean, it's like what, early morning for us right
Yeah,
now?
fairly early
Fairly
morning.
enough. And besides, I got some reading that I'd like to do, and I've been up a little bit early, and I've just been going through Volo's book.
You can read on the boat.
Excellent. I got to read this apparently for 8 hours. Don't know how I know that, but I feel like it's the right thing to do.
As you
Alright,
guys
well.
are entering outside, it's not particularly cloudy day. There is some sun, a little bit of fog, and a light drizzling of rain that's just
Fuck.
gently pelting all the rooftops and the canvases.
Great.
Um.
Put the book away. I can't read it in the fucking.
So do you guys
Yeah,
just want to
the pages
get packed
laminate.
up and on the move, or
Yeah, unless there's any like last minute shopping anyone needs to do.
I think I'm good.
Gossa, Bob,
What?
anything? Anything you
Hmm.
have?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
I
Opinions?
recall you guys bought several things of various supplies, various adventuring gears and upgrades.
Many
Uh,
tinctures of the healing varieties.
Yep. Now
I have 2 big guns now.
Ba-bow, gun show.
I haven't. Well, I like to think that my net launcher is like an RPG. just some big RPG ballista with a net in it.
Now the only other question, aside, it seems you guys are dedicated toward going to Camp Vengeance. Is, do you guys want to bring Taban with you?
Can we fit Taban on the boats?
Yes.
You
Yeah,
guys have
okay,
2
yeah.
boats that can easily sit
But-
3 people each.
She didn't level up with us on last adventure. So she is now technically the weakest of us.
We can fix that. That's fine.
I don't know if it works that way, brother.
We can fix it. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm against allowing Taban to come with.
That's
I think she
surprising.
should come if she wishes.
That's fair enough.
I mean, an extra pair of hands wouldn't be a bad idea since we are going further into the jungle.
Fair enough. Big
Blue
of a
just
group,
doesn't want to
easy
run
with-
Taban anymore.
No, I can totally run to Blue can totally run Taban. And Natty doesn't want her to die out there because he feels guilty. But you can explore that later if you want.
All right. Well, you guys know where Taban lives. It's easy enough to track her down.
Yep.
And she doesn't mind going or staying. She completely agrees with whatever the group's decision is, because she said that she would be fully willing to help you guys on your adventures the best that she can, in what way she can. But if you guys want her to stay in town to save space, she's fine with that too.
What if we had Taban? What if we had Taban like make us money in town?
She's a gladiator and the champion of the gladiator ring, if I'm correct.
Yep, she is currently the current champion of the gladiator pits. However, she has been gone for a little bit, so she hasn't done really much gladiating.
She's been fighting enough.
Oh. I think if anything, she's going to go in there with some new set of skills that they're not going to be prepared for. I mean, I'm down for that. How do you feel about sharing your winnings, Taban?
Says that'll be fine.
Fair enough.
All right then. We are low on coin, so this is not the worst course of action.
All right. So,
And
Taban, representing the Bee Gees. I can see it now.
oh my god.
yeah. So, Taban will stay in town and essentially make you guys money.
It feels bad to say. Don't say it like that.
She's not some down low harlot. She's our friend.
I mean, you
She's
guys
one of the
are
boys.
basically just pimping her out. But yeah, she's just
We
going
are
to be
not.
beating people's faces in instead of,
Hey.
getting her face beat in. But she will stay here in town. And so, you guys, if you guys are all set and dandy, we will begin your trek back into the ominous jungles of Cholt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, you guys are using your boats, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So, even though the waters along River Shoten Star are relatively chill, being that you don't have to walk through any of the jungle debris, which is often very thick to traverse, you guys will be essentially traveling a little faster than normal.
We have 2 boats, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Is
All
anyone
right, well
else's
then-
chat window being weird? It like cuts off.
Yes.
The bottom.
What you have to do is line up so you get the little like expand arrow on the box you type in, and make it a little bit
I
bigger.
see.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you
That's
very
weird.
much.
Yep.
Oh. I will gladly take that, Alexander. And
There you go.
because I'm a reading, I'm assuming I cannot be doing the scout feature or any kind of passive perception checks.
Correct.
Is that
You
correct?
cannot be nose deep in a book and doing other things that require your concentration.
Yeah, but I will keep my crossbow just in the boat, like between my legs, just in case.
Are we going
That's
upstream
fine.
or downstream?
Yep.
Downstream.
They're effectively the same, if I recall correctly.
Water
Essentially,
flows
yes.
south.
Okay.
Well, you guys are going.
All water.
Yep.
Yeah,
Rule
Even
of
if it
thumb.
has to go.
you guys are flowing south. However, River Shotenstar, along with River Tiriki, their water actually seems to go northward. River Tiriki is a lot more fast flowing than Shotenstar, but if you pay attention to how things flow, they do go into the mouth of the bay. But it doesn't seem to give most people really any trouble. And so, with a Nadi being the first up, go ahead and make that D4 exploration roll.
Now, this is up to you. D.
2.
Do I get the book done in one day? Because it only needs 8 hours.
If you spend essentially the first full day reading the book, then yes.
All right.
I think you should spend the first full day because it's probably going to be just the safest point
this
of
is
like
this
travel.
is a very decent. It's a very decent book. I think I'll share this with it.
Read it aloud so I know everything too.
Oh, of course. So you see, when a goblin mating ritual is going on,
Oh no, okay. And for the long one.
you wanted to listen to the book, man.
Yeah, here we go. That's fine.
You wanted my book.
I think it might be this one, actually. There we go.
Mhm.
A little more watery sounds. Right? And so 2 days of travel. You guys begin to set out from Port Nyaranzaru and,
Camp Vengeance.
yep, down to Camp
Yeah.
Vengeance.
Okay, I thought you said
Making a stop at
Port-
Camp Righteous, right?
if everybody wants to.
There we go. So we
Sure.
are. Oh yeah, because on boats we travel much faster.
And so, along 2 days of travel, this is essentially how far you make. Pulling off at night to find camp somewhere, trying to make yourself safe and dry and secure. Interestingly enough, at the mouth of the river, you do notice quite unusual sort of color change, almost like a stark contrast between the crystal clear waters of the bay and the dingy, dirty brown of the river. It's almost like crossing a barrier into a different world. And then flowing along the river, you still hear all the jungle noises, jungle sounds, the humidity, the stinging and buzzing of bugs, various creatures flying overhead across the river, and the various things causing ripples in the water unseen. But after 2 days of travel, an event occurs. And let's get a naughty to roll percentile.
34.
Alright. As on this day, as you guys are cruising down the river, you do see various forms of wildlife, mostly along the trees, like monkeys, parrots, maybe a large snake or some crocodiles kind of dashing into the water as you get too close to them. And every so often, things just out in the water, like maybe some hadrosaurs and brachiosaurs, like drinking, grazing.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, and they are everything has been mostly chill. On this day, though, uh, you guys are kind of, as I said, just chilling down the river. But a monstrously large creature flies over the river, essentially blocking out the sun momentarily.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to take notice of you, either because it's busy or because it didn't register you as a meal. But this large, almost bat winged like thing just quickly and quietly flies over the river.
Is it
If,
identifiable?
sure, you can roll knowledge nature to try to identify it.
I would like to use my new book ability to auto-succeed a recall knowledge check, but only for menial information of the creature. Like its name, maybe.
I'm still gonna roll a nature check. 13. Just to see if I know.
Ah, shit. Oh, dude. What's that?
And so you're doing the take 10?
Nah. Well, no. Sure, yeah, I'll take the 10, which means goes through my nature 17. I was trying to use the auto-succeed knowledge for check.
All right.
There's 2 bit book. Sorry.
That's fine. With a 13, other than you notice it's some kind of flying beast, you don't really recognize what it is.
Fair,
But
yeah.
from a naughty, you recognize this thing. The locals, your people, you typically call these things sky terrors, especially when they get this large. This may be the largest one anyone has ever truly seen.
Cool.
But in the book, it's called a pterodon.
Oh.
Or a
Like the big
pterodon.
fucking...
And essentially, it's easily mistakable for a giant bird, similar to like a rock. However, according to the book, it is a large flying reptile. And one of the first one, Sky Terror, and one of the many unique life species that exist only here in Shul.
I don't suppose the book says if it's a herbivore or not.
According to the book, they are carnivorous, but mostly feed on aquatic things. They prefer to go fishing.
Yeah. Well, if
It would be.
if we just pretend that we're not here, hopefully it'll pretend that we're not here either. Well, keep your eyes up, I suppose.
It's only for a brief moment, but
oh shit!
This, the giant shadow goes over you guys. A gentle gust of wind comes with it, and it's gone.
I'm just gonna
Seemingly
do the
flying
ranger thing
from the east to the west. You mark it.
Yeah,
and it's flying over.
Just in case. Just in case.
All right, Alex. It's up to you now to lead the expedition. Go ahead and roll me that D4.
All right.
Who wants the book?
Which one?
Who wants the book?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, actual Alex. Zig.
I roll a 3.
Alrighty. And on the second day, are you passing the book to someone to read as you row?
I'm trying to.
Who would like to take the book?
If you want to row, I can read the book.
All right.
It's perfectly fine. That means I can
Okay.
keep my eyes out.
I will read the book.
Now have possession of Volo's guide to instead.
Interesting.
And you
Yes.
spend that day, the second day of you guys rowing, where you saw the pterodon, reading your book. And you guys continue on for 3 more days of mostly uneventful, essentially nature watching. Every so often you see things watching you back. And Alex, go ahead and roll percentile.
Okay. 28.
Essentially, reading the book fully gives you a free feat.
I'm gonna say it's like a bonus feat, I guess.
Yep. 28. All right. One moment as I set thing. Oh well, I guess we can just do this as theater of mind. As you guys are rowing down the river, as I've said, every so often you see things in the water. Most things underneath the water are sort of left up to your imagination of what they might be. As anything deeper than maybe a foot, you see nothing but the brown, murky water. However, some of the more larger terrestrial creatures uh, often come out into the water, like you might see cows grazing along a riverbed of someone's farm. And they typically go out about chest deep. Obviously, bigger creatures can go further out into the water. And so on this day, you guys find yourself a little bit of a impediment as you guys take a riverbed. You see a herd of what the book calls hadrosaurs. The locals call them honkers. Large bipedal duck-faced dinosaurs, often brightly colored. Yep, there's some big honkers amongst them, and they get their name as it suggests. They make loud honking noises. Yep.
That's why. Gotcha.
Yeah,
There's
no,
some
it's
big
because the
honkers.
dinosaurs have giant tits. But
Fuck
Let's
yes!
go.
Finally! And now he leaves the group.
but yeah, you
That's
guys,
like every fantasy RPG with a humanoid dino anything.
hell
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, you guys sort of maybe come down to a gentle stop, seeing essentially this herd of large broadside beasts just out in the river. What do you guys plan to do? They seem to be mostly minding their own business. Every so often you do see one kind of look up over to you, but they just seem to immediately go back to grazing.
Well,
Me? Right.
well, we are right next to Camp Righteous. We could always,
Stampede
off the
them
boat.
towards the camp.
Yeah,
no,
of course.
but we could stop there if anyone wants to.
I'm not opposed.
From your best
Just wait for them to
judgment,
move.
you believe Camp Righteous is actually a little further up past these things.
Okay.
I'll make our way by then.
Ganasa is going to turn to some of those that are more knowledgeable about animals and like the relationships and like packs and everything like that, and see if they can pinpoint a like leader almost for her amongst the group.
All right,
Why?
You see if I can see one.
roll me. Well, I was going to say perception.
All right, well then I will take that. I'm assuming if you want me the same die, 10 and 2.
I would say go
Unless
ahead
you want
and
me really.
make an actual perception check. 14. All right. You scout about the herd, and you can see them of various sizes, all different life cycles, if you will. Every so often, you do see a youngling, but amongst them,
Kill it.
there does seem to be
I got him.
one that is larger than the others. A large brown one with a rather bluish sort of cap, as opposed to most of the others, which are more greenish in colors, and their heads are typically reddish or yellowish.
That one might be best bet, Gossa. Why? What you planning on doing?
I was just going to cast fear on it.
Hey, perhaps is there like a direction that we can make sure we're in so that these bastards don't actually go right into the camp, like BB might have suggested?
Um,
I don't
Well,
want to actually stand.
Goss is like,
guys
nope.
now.
No
Okay.
chance.
Go for it, bro. I ain't stopping.
from how your own perceptions, you can't see the camp quite yet, or at least you don't think the camp is nearby.
Okay.
It might still be a few minutes of rowing away, but if
That's
these
fair.
things were to essentially scatter, who knows? They obviously have no problem being in the water. Anyone who is familiar with them knows that they can swim. So if something were to frighten them, it's a completely, I guess not completely random, but very varied in what directions they may take to flee the source of said fear.
Yep.
And so
All right.
fireball right in the middle.
You didn't have to say that, BB, but anyway. Bro, he did the ducky.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyways.
Yeah, it's essentially what they are.
Yeah. Well, that's
Well.
what she was.
Go for it.
All right. Give me a Hadrosaur will save.
Alrighty. Oop. That was left in the GM's thing. Okay. It would get a 15. What does that get?
Right. A failure. So it
Alright.
is frightened 2. Does it want to fight, or is that enough to get it running?
Let's see. Alright.
How
So
plucky is it feeling?
you you twiddle your fingers and mumble some incantations at the big one, we'll call her. And
It is affixed with the horrors of the universe and its place within it.
a
Jeez.
simple-minded beast is filled with existential dread beyond its comprehension as it begins to honk and scream and squeal in all manner of terrifying noises, and it just bolts. It essentially stampedes through its own herd, knocking many of them over, rushing through the waters, barreling over trees. It being so frightened, the herd acts in a similar fashion as most herds of animals do. They don't know what the problem is, they just follow their pack leader. And so, as this thing barrels into the jungle, all the rest of them follow with it, making a cacophony of splashing and crunching and honking noises as they just rush deep into the jungle. And after a couple seconds, it's all quiet. At least for you.
Gus,
Whoever
Dust.
that stampede is going to run into is going to have a very bad day, though.
Well, I don't care. Gus dusts off her hand, sits back down in the boat, is like, and gestures to Bob. All right, keep rowing.
What? Okay. Sure.
And you know what? Everyone, forgot to bring it up, but everyone starts the session with 1 hero point. And for that, essentially single-handedly solving a crisis, we'll give Gasa another hero point.
Oh, really? All right, I'll take it.
That was a crisis?
Yeah, it could have been.
Listen, man, we would have had to walk around like
That would have been a lot of Hadrosaurs to kill. So.
I thought we could just go around them.
Yeah.
That was also an option. You guys could try to steer your way through them.
Oh, that would have been fun.
I didn't realize this was a dire situation.
It could have been.
Absolutely harrowing.
But, yep, you guys continue to row onward. And as you do, you see a very interesting sight beginning to creep out of the jungle to you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reset your characters.
Here we go.
Ooh, good heavens.
Oh, good heavens.
I'm gonna throw you guys right out here.
Oh.
You guys are a little too big.
Ah!
You know, Just drag ourselves
Few
on
feet.
equal
Ah.
sized.
There you go. Let me shrink you guys down. Honey, I shrunk the
No,
party.
I don't want to be small. No.
What? All right, and essentially you two were in a boat, and then you three were in a boat. All right. As you guys come pedaling along, you believe this to be what is marked on the map as Camp Righteous. However, the most stark thing, as you guys zoom out a little bit, you can see the additional image. Before you even see the camp,
Oh,
you can
jeez.
see this colossal stone effigy sticking out from the canopy. And as you guys come more along, more along to get a better view of the camp, you can see it in its basically its entirety. And it seems to be the statue of a sitting individual, a sitting man, it seems, along the mountain. And he seems to be carrying a crocodile on his back. But as you
Dope.
guys,
Is there any way to recognize this?
actually, anyone who is natural Choltian, would recognize the statue. It's actually a very old story. A story that, if either Zig or Anadi would care to grace the party with, I will recite. It's quite a short little thing.
My
And then
point
the DM says it.
exactly.
Exactly.
So
We
would
say
you
the
care?
story together,
All right.
and we fill out each other's.
All right. Well, essentially, the story goes: in the early days of the world, man stood on the banks of a river, frightened. Crocodile raised his head from the waters and asked, "What troubles you, cousin man?" Man said, "I must cross this river, but I fear to enter the water alone because it teems with your brethren." Crocodile replied, "It's true, you would not be safe, but I will carry you across the river safely on my back, if you promise to return the favor." Man agreed, and Crocodile bore him safely across the water. When they reached the far bank, Man asked, "How can I repay you, brother Crocodile?" Crocodile replied, "I wish to see the realm of humans, but I fear to go there alone because it teems with your brethren. You must carry me on your back across your realm." Man had been tricked, but a promise is a promise. So he carried Crocodile safely on his back across the entire realm of humans, a journey that lasted many years. He also swore, in his anger, that he would never again would man and crocodiles be friends, and so it has remained to this day. And as you individuals are reciting the story to your party, entertaining them, you come more into view of Camp Righteous. And you can see it appears to be a rundown ghost town. Many crippled tents, dying fires, smoldering ash. You don't see a soul in sight, though.
The fires are like still warm.
Some of them, not like the campfire, but like
Okay.
some of the tents have obviously been burned down, and there's little bits of steam still coming off of them from when there was a fire.
Recent.
Well, yeah. Stop.
This seems
Ending.
like an ideal.
All right.
Sorry, Bob.
You guys pull ashore, and we can essentially just say that these printed boats are your guys' boats.
Whoa.
How convenient.
Yeah, how convenient.
Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. Make my way out.
Oh, well, actually, these rowboats are just here. We'll say you pull your boats up alongside them, probably. Because as you
Excellent.
come upon a abandoned riverside camp strewn with wreckage, the tents are moldy and tattered. All the permanent structures appear to have burned to the ground. 2 intact rowboats are tied off to the short dock, which is what this set of steps is.
I wonder what happened here.
Yeah, and if anybody's still around, I'm gonna take out my crossbow and start perceptioning around.
Alrighty.
All right. Look for survivors.
That
Yep.
too.
Time for searching.
Alright.
Also, while I'm doing this, if you remember my backstory at all, Gia, I'm looking for signs of the same type of people that hit my last crew.
Alrighty.
Natural 20.
Uh.
Damn.
Lateral 20. As
Yeah,
you are
so 29.
scouting about, you do see that there was doing your best, like Sherlock Holmes, matching up the clues, examining the ground.
Oh, shit.
You could see lots of clues, and you begin to, as you walk around, you begin to formulate a narrative in your mind. You begin to piece things together, reimagine what happened.
There's
And
the Batman Eagle Vision.
yeah, and from what you can best tell, is this camp was raided. You can't tell exactly by who or what. It doesn't seem to really be any beast traffic coming through here. You do every so often find some where like a wild animal has just wandered through camp, but it seems that most of the footprints were either human or humanoid, but you cannot discern exactly what or who.
Or fish people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
more
can't be
fish
like,
people.
oh, they have long claws on their toes, ergo they are lizard.
Nah,
Is what
The
you're saying.
webbed feet.
they don't appear to have any webbed feet. That would be
Look
pretty
for-
distinct.
I look for 6 foot wide footprints. I wonder if our giant friends have been through here. No.
But nah, you don't see any giant footprints.
That's
But through your investigation of the town, you
Over
find
here.
this. It seems to be a very old, ramshackle animal pen.
Hmm.
And as you approach it, you can see a lone axe beak kind of just chilling in the pen.
Is it bridled?
It is not. And in fact, most of this pen seems to be demolished. So it seems to kind of just be in there, maybe looking for food.
Yeah. Yeah, well, either you're loyal or you're a bit of an idiot, you big chicken.
It doesn't seem to have any kind of saddle or leash on it. So it might, context clues indicate it might just be a wild animal.
Yeah. Well, that's what I found. So I didn't see any other people here, though.
Nope, you so far have not found any live people.
Seems that we're-
Alexander,
yeah.
is that where you're going?
Yeah, I want to check out this little smokestack, please.
Alrighty. Before Anadi does anything to the bird,
No
we'll
worries.
cut down to Alexander real quick. And as you approach this building, surveying through its clues, or what is left of this building, for you, it's very easy to determine that this was, at some point in time, a chapel or a shrine of some kind, some sort of religious building. One of the only hard structure building here. All the rest seem to be mostly tents, and from what it seems, what happened is it burned down at some point, and so it's mostly just a lot of wreckage here. Are you going to search through it?
Yes.
All right. You, as he is sort of, as Anadi is Batmaning it up, you begin to pilfer through the rubble here, and you do find a couple things. Or no, you find one thing. As you scout through the rubble, you can't seem to find anything that's really salvageable. However, On one of the still standing walls of this structure, there seems to be a very simple ornament. There's a small hook with a leather strap, and dangling from that strap seems to be some sort of holy symbol, almost like a necklace.
Can I identify to whom it belongs?
Roll knowledge religion.
No.
10. Um, let's see. Checking DCs.
Seriously debating
and,
on hero pointing this one. 'Cause I just
Yeah.
kind of want to know.
Unfortunately, with that roll, still, you cannot identify the symbol. However, the symbol, you can just look at it and see.
Yeah.
Doo-doo.
It's definitely not like a Rory, right?
It's
That's
not
what
a
I know.
Rory. You would auto
Cool.
identify that.
Sick.
Trying to find a description of what this looks like. Here we go. So it's a small little round pendant, almost kind of like a coin, like most holy symbols tend to be, sort of just something simple. But the symbol depicts a right-handed gauntlet, and it seems it was purposely stained white.
I'm gonna grab it.
All right, you take it. You now have a random holy symbol.
Sick.
If you would like to do a craft check, we can essentially say that's an appraise check to see if it's worth anything.
Sure, yeah. If I do one, I mean, if I fail at Goss, I can still do one like later or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A
13.
13. You can tell that the leather is of somewhat good quality. It's still, still holding strong, not really weathered out. And the pendant seems to be made of silver. You can't really determine a good value for it.
Stained white silver.
And so, with those two, what are the other party people doing?
I want to check out this tent.
Alrighty. So, as very obvious, these tents are much larger than the other sort of surrounding tents. One of them seems to be completely destroyed, but going into one, uh, the foul stench of mold just slaps you in the face when you walk in there. And you can see inside various bits of rubble. Do you have like warfare lore or something like that?
I do. I
All right.
have warfare lore.
Give me warfare lore check. A 10. You can't really identify what this is. You have an itch that this should be familiar to you, but it's just a little too ruined for you to fully identify what was going on with this
All
tent.
right. With me not being able to really ascertain on what this is, I'd probably call Alexander over, be like, hey, this looks really familiar, but I'm having a hard time figuring out what it is. Do you mind taking a look?
All right.
Is that cool, DM?
Yeah, you call out to Alexander. He starts heading over. And before we do that, is there anything Bob and Gossa would like to be doing?
Gossa is trying to reveal more of the map.
Oh.
She instead
She
covered
stepped-
up more of it.
Yeah, she
She's
found
enveloped by the
darkness.
darkness.
She gives into it. Like, oh, I'm going back home.
Oh,
Let's see.
She's also just like inspecting. She wants to like check out like this stone. Like, what's it made of? How's it feel?
Goss
Feels
is
like
looking
rock.
at toes. Goss is
Just
touching the toes.
feet.
Yeah.
You
All
love
right.
Garza.
As you touch it, it seems to be just regular stone. It does have, even though a fairly weathered texture to it, it is still somewhat smooth from when people made it. But
Hmm.
as you can imagine, a giant statue sitting out in the very inclement weather of Chult for who knows how long. It has very obvious rain corrosion and such in certain parts of it. But you do know that in between the feet, there is a hole. Phrasing. Uh, Here, mostly sort of blocked off by like vines and spider webs and other forms of overgrowth, you can call it. But from what you can see, there does seem to be a passage that leads deeper into the statue slash the mountain that is sitting on.
I'm gonna burn away all that stuff.
Alrighty, you begin to
Oh,
just
so that's like obvious.
what?
That she's doing.
Yes. Just
Okay.
she's shooting fire out of her hands. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Gossa, what are you doing?
Opening away.
Yeah, but like, do you know if it's a tomb, a shrine, anything like that? Because
Not until I get in there.
How about we let's explore that together? I don't want anybody running off, and it's I know I'm the guide, but like it's also kind of my job to make sure you don't wander off and kill yourself.
We can go together. I'm just opening it.
Thank you.
And what would Bob like to be doing while all this is sort of going on?
I'm just looking around, just checking out stuff.
All right, just sort of
Peeking into
taking in the sights. You got
Yeah.
the bird sounds, the bug sounds, the gentle babbling of the
Smells
water,
like-
and then just the smell of like stank coming off from the tents and such. Where did this line keep coming from?
I'm barring off other people.
Oh,
Oh, are you? I step over your man-made line.
but yeah, Zig, you call Alexander over to this tent specifically. Oh, just in time. Alexander, if you would like to roll a warfare lore check. 18.
18.
From what you can tell, for whatever reason, your eyes get a better glimmer of what's going on with this tent. You can tell that this was a command tent of sorts, and more than likely, these other two designations were probably as such. Uh, you're not sure command tents for who. You can't really see any sort of banners or signals or anything. But from how things are aligned within the tent, you can tell that this was essentially where higher officers held their meetings and made plans for whatever their group was doing.
Is there anything of note in the tent?
Uh, you would have to go kicking around in the rubble.
Oh, I'm going to explain all that to Zig. And then, I don't know, do you want to go look in it? Or.
I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe there's some information on on what happened here,
Yeah.
because with the smell that's in this tent, it had to have been a while.
All right, yeah, we can kick around in it.
Alrighty. And so feel free to move yourselves into the tent.
As they're doing that, hey, Gossa found a big thing over here, but let you do your thing first.
All right, we'll be quick.
Fair enough.
What's the thing?
Yeah.
It's a hole, Bob.
Calm down, Bob. I'll go running off with her. She's a bad influence.
Doss and Bob leave. We go down the
Yeah,
hall.
I know. I figure.
Zach, would
Yes.
you like us to roll a perception or
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's hot.
One moment as I am organizing some stuff real quick.
He was like, shit, I didn't think they'd get this far.
Oh man, I didn't think they would actually go here. Oh, I'm
I
so
didn't think they'd go into this one
so
tent.
unprepared.
So you guys step on the TNT plate that they placed there.
You
What a
guys-
way to go.
Glory, glory, what a hell of a way to die.
Pretty sure it's gory.
It's either.
It is definitely glory, glory.
As you guys begin to sort of peruse around, looking through rubble and such, let me actually flip over to see your roll. 26 and a 19. Yeah. With some teamwork, you guys find a small torn piece of, not quite parchment. Maybe it was a piece of a flag, or a cape, or maybe someone's shirt. But you, Alexander, you automatically recognize that is the symbol of the Order of the Gauntlet sort of sewn into it. But as you
Interesting.
are checking that out, you can feel something begin to squirm underneath your feet. As coming out from the damp rubble, it seems that you guys have disturbed a swarm of snakes.
Oh,
Oh,
fun.
And with that,
it's a big swarm.
let's get everyone to roll initiative.
Gossa get the chance to refocus.
Between you burning
That's 10
and
minutes, right?
this guy.
Yeah. So
Um,
Gossa burnt that stuff down, and then she was just, while she was waiting for other people, she was refocusing. If not, fine. I just need to know for my bookkeeping.
I'll say at this point, no. As you were as a natty, it's kind of talking to you about that. They go into the tent and are kicking around stuff.
Okay.
So we'll say you'll have time after.
I have only 2 focus points for this fight.
all right.
Out of
I've only
3.
got one, so I think it's 1.
12.
Yeah, paladins don't get one at this early of levels.
Yeah.
Unless you got a cool, what's it
You
called?
could.
Perks type. Damn, they rolled so fucking high.
I know.
The initiatives.
All right, and with you guys. There you go, a little bit of combat music. With you guys essentially upsetting the swarm of snakes, they become extremely aggressive. You're not sure if you guys maybe stepped on one of them a little too hard, or you maybe interrupted something that they were doing. But
They're just assholes.
or yeah, they could just be major assholes. But yeah, the snakes are awake and they are grumpy, and so they will spend. Let's see. They will spend all 3 of their actions to just perform bite attacks, and so we'll just do these in order. Let me get Zig and Alexander to both make a reflex save.
Oh, shit.
Alexander is a go, Zig is a no. And so Zig, you end up taking 8 points of piercing damage total as a bunch of snakes just start popping you in the legs.
Give him resistance to that damage.
Alrighty. And so that cuts it down to 3 points of piercing. And now go ahead and give me a fortitude save, Zig. 14. That is also
A lot of 14s.
Yep, also a no.
Yeah.
As your legs begin to burn as you take 3 points of poison damage.
All right.
And now let me get you both to make your second round of reflex saves. Ooh, you both succeed and a crit success. Interesting. All right, and now you guys a little more wary of the snakes, are kind of knees to chest a little bit, trying to jump out of the way, dodge their snake bites. And now let's get your guys' third round of reflex saves.
Zig, you could have taken a step action if you wanted, by the way.
Oh, could have I? All right. Well, then I'll just go right here.
Okay.
All right. Now your third and final reflex saves for both Zig and Alexander. Alexander is good. Zig, once again, not good. As you get popped a little more with 13 points of piercing total.
Oof.
Oof. And you don't need to make a reflex save because you're already poisoned. Or, I mean, a fortitude save. And then we go to Bob, who is alerted by Zig and Alexander screaming like a couple girls.
Well, that's rude.
Nothing even happened to me yet.
I just be like, what's going on? You guys good?
I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on my motherfucking plane.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of snakes.
Zach, did you change my health total?
I did not.
Hmm.
Did you guys... Zig, Alexander, did you accidentally click on his character?
Oh, yeah,
No.
sorry. I couldn't tell which was which, my bad.
Yeah,
It's all good.
it's alright. It's a little hard to do swarms because of that.
Yeah.
I walk all the way up there, see
Yep.
what's going on.
You walk to the tip, pull back the flap, and you see them just literally dancing in a giant bed of snakes, all coiling and hissing.
I would probably go, oh shit, and Song of Strength, I guess. Good luck, guys.
Inspire Courage is the one that actually buffs their ability to fight, if that's what you wanted to do.
Okay, gotcha.
Song of Strength is for buffing like skill checks.
Oh, okay. What? That doesn't make sense. Those names make no sense.
It's how they are, though. But yeah,
So-
Bob, in the presence of these mighty serpents, begins to flex on the haters, filling Zig and Alexander with combat
So-
courage.
You know what? I will say that it gives you a bonus on checks to disarm, shove, and trip, which can be used in combat, but might not be useful against a swarm of snakes.
Right.
Probably not.
Trip the snakes, guys. Trip 'em.
Yeah. Do it, I believe in you. And now, if Bob, you have any further actions, or is that everything?
That's all of it.
Alrighty. Then we go to Zig.
All right. Zig will take a swing at the snakes and attempt to get out of the tent.
Alright, which would you like to do first?
Swing.
Alrighty, swing away. 27. That is a hit. As you swing down into them, you manage to, of course, chop some of the snakes in half. But, let's see, that's slashing. But, of course, you are essentially swinging into hundreds of snakes. So you kill maybe
hundreds?
like
What the fuck?
5 of them.
All right. And then I'll step out and I'll yell at Alexander to get out of there.
Alrighty,
Yeah,
you
okay.
step away. Nothing seems to happen. And you have one action left.
Can I hit the snakes from where I'm standing or where I moved to?
Technically, yes.
All right. Well, then I will make a second swing then.
Alrighty. 23. Once again, a hit. But from how things are going with you, you managed to kill even fewer snakes that time.
All right.
And then we go to Alexander.
Right. I'm gonna make like unarmed strikes against them by like stomping on them and shit. So
Alrighty.
that work for you? Cool.
28.
Facing these
That
goddamn
does hit,
snakes.
and that does crit, actually.
Let's go.
And so 12 going in, minus their damage reduction, and you manage to kill some of the snakes. Just boom, 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 angrily stomping on them.
I'm going to take a step next to Zig then,
Alrighty.
and then we'll make another stomp.
An 11. Unfortunately, that is a miss as you kind of go to stomp, and the snakes just sort of swarm around it, almost like a sentient flow of water.
That's me.
And then a Noddy. You can hear a lot of ruckus and screaming going on in this tent, but it's not your problem currently. So what are you doing?
Oh, he's not looking. Gosh, he's gonna run down the hall.
For a moment there, you said it's not my problem, and I'm just like, what do you mean? Is something else coming to hit me?
From out of the sky is a flying swarm of snakes.
From out of the hole, the
Hold on
Gossa
back.
opened.
That'd be
jeez.
funny.
I look back at Gossa. Is Gossa looking like she's gonna run?
I don't know.
She does
I
a
know,
quick
I'm
like
looking
jerk, like she's going for the hole, and then she's just like, "Nah, I'm messing with you."
Okay, thank God. I don't really like snakes, so I'm gonna post up right here.
Why did it have
Hunters,
to be snakes?
if you haven't recognized the fact that I am Crocodile Jones or Indiana Dundee, then it's your fault. Yes, I messed the names on purpose. I will. It's just a tent, right? I can shoot through that.
You could.
Yeah,
You can't see your target though; it's completely concealed.
doesn't matter. Hunt prey, no longer concealed to me.
Do you have to be able to see hunt prey?
Nope, I have to hear it or see it.
All right.
But since you specifically said concealed, it is no longer concealed.
Alrighty. You mark
Because I
the
ignore plays
swarm of
concealed
snakes.
condition. Yes. So, hunt, and then hunter's aim. I fire through the tent using my hunter's aim.
Alrighty.
Click clack, boom.
19. That does hit.
Yeah.
A bolt flies past Alexander.
My fault. D8 plus. No. Do I add the plus? I don't add the +2 anymore because this is not a simple weapon. So 20 damage in total.
Alrighty. A bolt flies past you, Alexander, staking a couple snakes to the ground. And does Nadi have any other actions you would like to perform?
No, that would be my 3 actions, but I was also wrong. My damage die doesn't go up with the crossbow, but my crossbow ace still adds the +2. So that is still with an X. So it's 22.
Alrighty.
Yeah, my fault. All right, that's my turn.
Nasa, what are you doing?
Well, probably nothing for a while.
What does that mean? Oh my god.
No.
Okay.
That'd be too funny.
Dude, you know what? Go for it, bro. I'm not going to stop you, but...
Keep focused.
No, I'm
Why?
actually well suited to handle swarms.
Oh, excellent.
As
Unfortunately,
she burns
it's
down the
in-
tent with her friends.
Yeah, it's
of it.
inside a tent, so.
We're in the tent.
Fine. It's already half burned.
Oh, no, I'd rather actually catch the creature in the ability.
Well, if the tent falls on the creature.
What if it doesn't?
So, how are you
Yeah,
guys
that's fair.
looking?
I'm looking good. Zig, he's looking.
Alexander's legs are starting to swell up. I mean, Zig's legs are starting to swell up.
Alright, let me double check a feat here real quick. Okay. I'm going to use Reach Spell
Alright.
to spend. Oh god, I have to spend a focus point on that. Actually,
We can
how much
rest
damage did Zig take?
It's like 16 total, I think.
Yeah.
Not quite 20.
Alright, I will burn a first level 2 action heal on Zig.
Alrighty.
So that'll heal 1d8 plus 8.
Boom.
16 points of healing to
Oh, wow.
Zig.
I believe you got all them hit points back.
Exactly all his hit points.
And does that get rid of the poison?
It does not.
No, that's
Alright.
that's on you.
Alright.
Alright, with
And that is my turn. That is all 3 actions.
that, it goes to the Snaky Snakies. And they will angrily slither forth, now consuming 3 people in their vicinity. And they will perform a very familiar 3-action turn of biting everyone. So first round of reflex saves for Alexander, Zig, and Bob.
Thanks.
All right, we got 1 go and 2 no's.
Ah,
Alexander
Really? Oh,
and
wow.
Bob, you both will take a whopping 4 points of piercing damage each. And then I need both of you to then make fortitude saves.
Sorry, just real quick. Is their attack not a basic save? Does it say basic reflex?
Yep, basic reflex.
Then on a success, he takes half damage.
Oh.
Ugh.
So then Zig,
Oh, well,
you'll
then I
take
should have
2
been taking a
points.
bunch more damage.
Yeah.
Other question, DM. DM
Sup?
raising hand. You can't see it. You said 3 action turn of attacks, but they moved, meaning they used an action.
Oh, that is true. So then it'll just be 2 rounds of reflex saves for you guys.
I love you all. Yummy soda.
Are we doing
Alright.
fort saves?
Yep, fort save for...
You could be. I'm hero pointing that shit. Nope.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have
Glad
been
we
There we go,
saved it
that's
now, huh?
Oh, there. That's much better.
And Bob.
So, fortitude.
Alright. Alexander, you're fine. Bob, you feel the burning sensation as you take 1 point of
Really?
poison damage.
Oh, he has chlamydia.
Oh, jeez.
He's got
You guys,
chlamydia of the toes.
You guys might want to drink some antidotes if you got them.
Yeah.
And
We should have
then
a few in the bag.
now the second round of reflex saves for Alexander, Zig, and Bob.
Oh, no. Oh, good.
It's just a button. You click it.
Is the shield spell cantrip a
Oh,
reflex
it was
thing?
only supposed to be.
Let me Google that real quick.
Shield, it does not apply to reflex saves.
There you go.
I think it's only AC, right?
Yep.
And
Now, you could potentially use it to try to reduce the damage. Actually, can you?
The
Shield
damage
block,
is from.
Yes.
Oh, can he?
So, shield block is like if you take damage, but I think it might be from if you take damage from an attack. I'll look this up.
All
Right,
right.
hold on. I have it here.
Yeah, you would take damage from a physical attack.
Technically, this is a physical attack. They are biting, but it's also a reflex save. So,
Yeah, I mean that's
Um,
up to you how you want to rule it.
I'll
Because
say
I think it
sure.
means more like if it requires an attack roll to really be considered a physical attack.
I'll say in this instance, sure. Shield block can work.
Okay.
So, Bob, if you wanted to expend your shield spell, you could.
It
You
looks
could.
like it's not a reflex thing though.
Right. But the shield spell, the shield cantrip, gives you the shield block ability,
Okay.
and if you use it, it gives you resistance essentially. It would reduce any damage you take by 5.
Okay. Cool.
But
All right.
then it's dismissed, and you can't cast it again for 10 minutes, which is kind of fine because these things don't make attack rolls. Anyway, you know.
Okay. Gotcha.
And so, Zig, as these snakes come after you, you will take a whopping 8 points of piercing damage. Bob and Alexander, you will take 16 total.
Bob can take half and take a step if he likes.
Alrighty.
Half.
So you said 16 total?
Yep, 1-6.
Fucking shit.
So that
Being
drops.
blocked.
Bob takes the 16. That drops it down to 12 damage.
Yep.
And then Alexander, give me a fortitude save yet again.
Fuck.
You also feel the burning sensation.
Here, wait. What'd you roll?
You got a 14.
Would you let me spend my hero point
To
on his roll? yeah.
Sure.
Do you want it?
Benevolent.
If you're willing to spare it.
Yeah, I got 2.
All right.
Have it.
Fucking.
Oh, jeez.
You feel her
Son of a bitch.
ethereal energy reach out to touch you, but it is still not quite enough,
not enough to
as
save
the
you.
burning sensation swells up in your legs, and you take 4 points of poison damage. Then it goes to Bob. Bob, at the start of your turn, give me a Fortitude save.
Oh,
16.
come on.
Or wait.
I'll double check, but I think
Poisons.
it's at the end of his turn.
So I was just wondering. 'Cause it says round, so I'm not sure if he just automatically takes the extra poison damage or if he can essentially roll to get rid of it early.
No, you take the damage first and then you roll.
Okay. So at the start of your turn, you take 3 points of poison damage. And now you may resume your turn as normal.
Okay. So the thing that cures that is
Antidote.
antidote.
It gives you a bonus at least.
Mm-hmm. I don't have.
And that bonus lasts for 6 hours. You don't have one?
I do not.
I could have swore some of y'all bought some.
Gasa has
One of us
one.
has some. Yeah.
I have 2 lesser anti-plagues.
Yeah.
Not useful here.
Yeah,
we
I
have
also have
anti-plagues,
anti-plague.
not antidotes.
I also have a Valor Salve.
Looks like we
Don't
might get a
remember what
character
that is.
death this session after all.
Yeah, Gasa has one antidote. Anadi, did you bring any antidotes?
I told them all to go fucking buy antidotes with the money
Yeah.
they had, and they didn't.
And now you guys are a week away from town
We
with no antidotes.
You know,
We're gonna have a whole new party after this.
Might.
Very, very possible.
Oh boy.
That's fair. That's fair.
Better kill these snakes first, though.
Gasa will ask you guys to spread out and like clear out, and she might have something to kind of deal with the snakes a bit.
Okay.
Well, I mean, just general tactics is not to stand adjacent to somebody else, because then the snakes can always get at least 2 people.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use all 3 turns to do the magic missile.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Cause fuck.
Roll that magic dabblage.
So magic missile makes you roll how much for each?
A d4 plus 1.
Yep. So it'll be 3d4 plus 3.
Yep. As a single attack.
3. Not the best.
Oof.
I will hero point that because that's 2 natural ones.
Are you sure you
Hero
want
point one
to
of them.
a hero point a single d4?
There's like 2 d4s in that.
Yes, but you'll get to re-roll one.
I mean,
of them.
there's
You get to reroll 1 die.
only one.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
A single die.
Okay, I guess I'll save it.
All right, you flex your muscles, machine gunning, blasting this swarm of snakes. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be all that effective against them. But you do kill some of them. And then we go to Zig.
All right.
So I'm drawing the squares that I can affect with my cone. If you guys want to adjust where
Yeah.
you are from that.
She's premeditating.
All right. Well, first off, I will swing out
All right.
to try and lessen the snakes.
A
Do it in one
31.
of those 2
That
ways.
is a crit. You
Nice.
slash into the snakes.
You guys might take care of them before I get to.
Good.
Yeah, you have a crit effect too, don't you?
Let's see. It's I only get extra damage the more I swing in a turn.
All right, you cleave. I almost forgot. At the start of your turn, you also take a piddly 1 point of poison damage.
All right.
But
Now,
you cleave out into the snakes. Yes.
I have a +1 circumstance bonus against diseases. Is this considered a disease?
It is not. It's a poison.
Okay.
And you have 2 actions left.
All right. I will swing again.
Alrighty, send it. You hit,
Nice.
dealing 10.
All right.
As you
And then-
swing through, chopping up a bunch more of the snakes.
All right, and then I will move.
Alrighty.
I'll go. I'll go right here.
Alrighty.
And then, do I get to make a save against the poison?
I believe you guys will just have to wait it out. Or no, wait, you make a save at the end of your turns, right?
Okay.
That's how this works?
I believe
now,
so.
now he's at
Bob
the end
and
of his turn.
Zig make fortitude saves.
Nope.
14, Zig's a no.
So many 14s, bruh.
I know.
And I do one also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Higher than a 14.
23.
Hey.
Nice.
23 is pretty good.
Yep.
So if that is a success, he goes to he was at stage 1. He loses it. He's cured of it.
So he drops
Can-
from stage 2 to stage 1.
Can I use my hero point to re-roll my save?
You can reroll
Okay.
anything you want with a hero point.
Nope. All right.
Yep. So, and then we go
Rolling
to
low today.
Alexander, who
What's
advances
the damage
to
looking like?
poisoned stage 2.
I go to stage 2? For
Must
what?
have failed earlier.
When you get poisoned, you go to stage 1.
Right.
Turn,
And you,
you're still poisoned, so now you go to stage 2.
well, no. If he fails a save, he goes to stage 2.
Oh,
Yeah, but like,
Yeah.
because Bob didn't go to stage 2. What the fuck?
oh, that's right. So you also get to make a fortitude save. I forget.
I make it at the end of my turn.
Well,
Nah.
at the end
Right?
of your previous turn. Yeah, go ahead. Roll that one. Unfortunately,
Maybe.
that is a failure.
There's no
Fuck.
fucking way.
Unless you have any other modifiers to poison resist.
Nope.
Alright, so
Not
then
that
you,
far from champion.
you'll drop to stage 2, take 1 point of poison damage, and assume your turn is normal.
Man, I feel like I got fucked on this one. Oh my god.
Oh,
And the
look
fucking
at that.
continues.
Wow, you literally rolled a 1 on every fucking die you could have. I'm gonna look up the odds of that. That's
That-
bullshit.
It's
You know what?
impressive.
If you want, I will allow that to qualify for the whole success from failure, so you can get a hero point from that.
I would love a hero point from that, yeah.
All right, you get a hero point from sucking so hard.
Let's go.
Also, you need to fix your crit on that thing. It's apparently 4d6 that
It
you're
is
punching.
not 1d4, it is 1d6.
That's not what it says in your crit damage.
Crit damage? What the fuck? Oh.
From
Whack,
mouse over,
okay.
it says 1d4 plus 4 plus 2.
I see that, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, okay. God, this sucks.
A little bit.
Yeah.
The session's not even over yet.
Yep, we're gonna go over here.
All right.
And then
You have 1 action left.
I do have 1 action left. That action, Zig, how are you looking actually? How are you feeling?
I'm okay for right now.
Okay. I'm going to lay on hands myself.
Alrighty. You
So
heal
I
up
get-
a little bit,
Well,
and
it's
then at the end of
18,
your
right?
turn, make
It's
another
12
fortitude.
HP.
12.
Yes.
Wait, no. So he should only be making the save once per turn.
Yes. So I just
That's
had
what I
him
That was
roll.
his last turn.
Yeah, I
Oh,
just had
he
him roll
was
the save
for
from
last round. Gotcha.
So now he's making the save for this round.
Why did I make the one for the last round though? I wasn't poisoned last round.
Yeah, I was
Because
gonna say I
we're-
didn't think he was.
I wasn't. I got poisoned on their second attack.
Oh. Okay.
So I should be making it now.
Okay. Then go ahead and make it.
Okay.
Just a mishap, it seems.
That's
oh my
Hey!
god.
The swelling in your legs goes down as you're no longer poisoned.
What is poison?
Mazel tov.
And now it goes to another.
I felt like something was going wrong there.
Yeah, probably.
Fair enough.
It happens.
Wow. These fuckers suck.
Swarms, man.
yeah.
Swarms
How
are
much
pretty
fucking
strong.
health does this thing have left? Jeez.
Well,
no.
it's probably not that it has a ton of health, but like
yeah.
typically swarms have reduction against regular attacks.
Oh, so we're probably not hurting as much as we hope.
No,
At least
yeah,
with our weapons.
correct.
Man, I knew I should have bought a fucking, what's it called, an alchemist's fire. Can always go right with a Molotov.
Yeah. They're martial weapons, so you would have been able to use it too.
Yeah, 1 second. I got a certain spell shot weapon. I gotta see what, how powerful this thing is.
Is it fireball on a crossbow bolt?
No.
That'd be pretty cool.
It is sleep.
We would have said goodbye. I don't, because that only targets a single creature.
Each creature in the area.
Oh, maybe.
Yep.
Let's see what the swarms.
Yeah.
Does it work how 5e sleep works?
No.
It's a 5-foot burst.
Yeah. So basically, I hit somebody with it. It pops, and then if they fail, which is one of the best results, it's unconscious for 1 minute and wakes up automatically. But if it succeeds, it just loses -1 perception checks for 1 round, which sucks. So
it does also have, I think, sleep has the incapacitation trait.
Correct. So if I try it again, it won't work. Oh.
No. If the spell. So if the creature is twice the spell's level, it treats the result of its check as 1 degree of success better.
That's up to the GM. How strong is my sleep arrow? I think it's a level 3 item.
But it's a level.
Do we sleep arrow?
It doesn't. The spell doesn't. It says it just uses the spell sleep, and I don't know. I suppose
the
what
spell
a
sleep
swarm.
is a first level spell.
I don't know what a snake swarm. I guess strengths are.
Yeah, it's a gamble. I think
it is a gamble.
One may be worth taking, but yeah, that is.
Well, I thought about it, then I forgot that I'm now using my new auto mag fucking crossbow.
Oh, you would have to.
Have this. Yeah, this is not loaded in one of my magazines.
Oh, geez, yeah.
I only have my standard bolts in there right now, which reminds me, I gotta fucking use that one. All right, cool. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll load that into a different magazine now.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's just how it goes. Gassa, would you be more effective if I moved you closer? Because all I do have is the crossbow shooting. And if that's doing reduced damage versus what you probably do is fire damage.
My spell is 2 actions to cast anyway, so I was just gonna step, cast, and then die when they all swarm me.
All right then. Since I don't want that to happen, I will use my turn to shoot. Thank you for everybody being patient. Hunter's aim shot. Boom.
Alrighty.
Plus just plus the precision.
So with a 19, that does hit.
That might actually be immune to precision. Can't remember.
Cool.
Because it's like you can't strike precise anatomy on a swarm.
Good to know. Fucking rules lawyer. Anyways.
Wow.
That'd be.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yep.
Cool.
Always check immunities and resistances.
I was looking at them, but I didn't notice that. So actually, they get a little bit of hit points back.
You dealt 6 earlier. Yeah.
So you send another bolt through and kind of just shoot the dirt as the swarming snakes writhe and hiss.
I will. Because this is a new day, use my last action to use Volo's guidance or Volo's knowledge, which I have named the feat. And I will make a knowledge nature check, I'm assuming, and I'm using the +5 bonus to this rather than taking a 10.
Alrighty. 28. You do recognize typically a viper swarm. No distinct vipers in particular, just typical jungle vipers. And you can officially recognize that this thing is classified as a swarm-type creature. So even though it is made of hundreds of individual creatures, for whatever reason, they are acting in unison almost. Seems to be a natural phenomenon, but with that roll, go ahead and ask 5 bits of information you would like to know about this thing. Yep.
Resistances, immunities, weaknesses. Can I know current HP?
That no.
That'd be nice.
However,
Shit.
there are multiple immunities, resistances, and weaknesses. Would you like to use the 5 bits of information to learn them all? Or learn a good
I want to
chunk
know
of them?
all the resistances and all the weaknesses.
Alright.
If it's got immunities, then whatever.
It does. But resistances...
We'll figure those out when the GM says
Blood-
it doesn't work. And we're like, shit.
Bludgeoning 5, piercing 5, and slashing 3. That's how much damage it takes off from each of those types of attacks.
Yeah,
Weaknesses.
so slashing is a little bit more effective than piercing or bludgeoning.
Weaknesses.
Ooh.
It adds these damages to these attacks. Area damage 5, splash damage 5.
Yep.
Like a grenade, like an alchemist fire that I should have.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that's my turn.
Alrighty.
All right.
Gasa.
Gasa ignites the grenade bandolier on her chest and runs into the snakes. No.
Witness me.
She looks back to Anadi and says, "Avenge me." And then she is going to step, and she is going to cast Spray of Stars in the marked off area there.
Alrighty.
Click, clack.
Not that one. This one.
Go ahead and send it.
Give me a reflex save.
Alrighty.
God, that is garbage roll.
Reflex.
Better than 0.
Alright.
It says each creature, so you have to make 100 saves.
Shush. Alright, so they do roll fairly decently, but from the perks of their swarm weakness, the damage, the new damage total.
Did they succeed?
Yeah.
Okay, so they will take 7 fire damage.
But with that, you manage to send out an area of fire that scorches and burns most of the snakes, thus killing the swarm. And any surviving snakes slither back into the mud and under debris to try to get away from the fire. However, we still have people who are plagued with poison and are dying.
Gasa, we only have one person, right? Because
Yeah,
Bob
only one.
saved.
Ah,
It's
did
just
Bob
a-
save, so Zig
it's a
saved.
zig.
It's just like Gasa will Gasa's clothes are like starting to almost like float around her, and she almost seems to be lifting into the air. But she manages to like pout her pouch on her side, looking to Zig. She's like, "Antidote here." But she doesn't have the actions to pull it out. This is like while she's casting a spray of stars from her fingertips.
All right, I'll run over to her and grab it and drink it.
Well, Bob, do you do anything?
I mean, I'm okay, right?
Alright, Zig, you run over, take the potion, drink it. At the start of your
and-
turn,
It gives you a +2 item bonus to your
Okay.
save.
at the start of your turn, you will take 2 points of poison damage. Now go ahead and make that save. Add
It
a
was,
+2 to fortitude.
Okay.
22.
24.
24.
Hey.
So you drop down a stage. We'll just quickly go back through. You go take 3
Actually,
points
hold
of
up.
poison
Let me. So if we're going through another round,
Yep.
boy, we think this is a pretty high DC poison, right?
It's like 20, I think. 21.
Let me just check something real quick to see if I could even do this.
Alrighty.
All right, Gasa. Oh wait, no, I don't think Gasa has healer's tools. I have trouble believing that she doesn't. Sorry, I do have healer's tools.
Yeah, you
Okay.
used them on me.
Yes, Gasa on her turn, because I have an
Alright.
extra hero point, she is going to spend a single action to treat poison on Zig.
Alrighty.
She whips out like some healer's tools. She's going to try to treat him. So this roll is against the poison's DC.
Alrighty.
Ooh, I'm gonna spend that hero point.
Yeah.
I'll give you my hero point if you want.
Sure, if Zach will allow that.
Yep. That's fine
Yep,
because
there
he
you
did
go.
the same to you.
Okay. Come on, better roll. Ooh, nope.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it seems to be
Is that a critical failure?
Don't ask that.
Technically.
All right, Zig, you take a -2 on your next save.
Cool.
It evens out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe in you.
So as Gasa is trying to amputate your foot, Zig, take 3 points of poison damage, and then make me a new check. Fortitude save.
All right. Oh no! I backed out. Hold on.
Oh man.
I hit the wrong button on my mouse.
Oh, thank
Womp
God,
womp.
man. You could see that one coming up, couldn't you? Hey, Christ.
As the party just has to gather around and watch Zig slowly die.
Yeah. I wanted to take nature's medicine, but I chose not to. Better at the jungle.
Yeah, I almost wish I had taken different dedication at this point.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? DM.
Yep, that's a lot of swears. What's up?
Yes. I would like to see if I can use my natural knowledge, just in general, to know if there's any plants in Chult that can just help.
You can make a knowledge
you rolled
nature
my
check
six.
for that. And
Sure,
with
I'll do that on my turn while he's healing.
Zig, you feel the swelling and the burning start to slowly go down. It seems
That's a
that
second.
you have gotten the.
right?
Yep.
It seems
Yep,
you've gotten the poison out of your system.
Oh.
Do you need a health potion?
I
We
not.
can focus. We can focus.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
If everybody is hurt,
They sit down.
so it's like everybody but Gossen and Nadi are hurt, right?
Yeah.
I'm not hurt
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Gassa's going to unfurl a scroll from her bag, and she's going to cast a 3-action heal. So that is a 30-foot emanation, and it's only for 1d8. So
But it helps. And then after that, we
Plus it's a
possibly do a
1.
focus change.
2 points of healing to everybody.
Let's
Better than a
go
1.
to healing.
Hopefully it's 6 overall.
And for a Nadi, you
Hi.
do believe that there are, because there's all kinds of foliage
Yeah.
out in the jungle. You do believe that there are some that can be used to help placate poisons, essentially work as medicines and antidotes.
Does it have a name?
It's various different ones.
Anything for snake venom.
Well, with the way poison seems to work in Pathfinder, all poison is the same, unless
Unless
you're using
specified
it.
otherwise.
Yeah, so kind of just like general toxicity.
Is it possible, while they're going to sit down and do some refocusing, that I could do my 15 feet away from anybody goes invisible into terrain just to find some fucking foliage out there to be like, here's our fucking antidote. Don't fuck up anybody else.
Yep, you can certainly try.
Well, we'll figure that out. The timing figured correctly.
And
Gassa's gonna grab a big rock to help weigh her down. Sit
Okay.
down cross-legged and stare up at the sky as she contemplates the mysteries of the universe.
Is that what you call refocusing?
Yep.
Yeah.
What is everyone else doing, if anything?
Thinking of ways to raise my poison tolerance so this doesn't happen again, so I can
Yes.
refocus.
Get bit a lot.
that is, yeah. I've seen that 45 ACP meme.
And so now the party, regretting the supply choices that they've made, now sit in a circle and contemplate their end in the middle of a jungle.
Hey, somewhat.
All right, now who needs lay on hands?
Yeah, Gossa can start doling out lay on hands after healing.
I would really like some of that.
Yeah, I could
I'll
use
get
some
Bob.
as well.
All right, I've got Zig.
12 points to Bob.
12 points to Zig.
Yay!
How you feeling, buddy?
I'm all right. It feels more like a scratch at this point.
Does Bob need more healing, Ben?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Gossa's gonna refocus again.
I will also refocus again.
She doesn't have to get a rock this time. And then she'll lay on hands on Bob and cure another 12 hit points.
I will lay on hands myself for another 12.
You can't go above your maximum, Bob.
Yep.
Not yet.
Gossa's gonna refocus one more time after that, so that's like just 30 minutes they've spent here.
Yep. On top of the time you've already spent exploring just the camp.
If they're now that I know the timing, I'll take 20 of those minutes to do that plant searching if you'll allow it.
Yeah, it's your time. You could spend it how you want.
Find more snakes.
Yeah,
That's also a
what check do I have to
possibility.
make?
Yeah.
Do I have to make a certain check?
Yes, perception.
Ooh, bad at these eyes. Don't
23.
fail me now.
All right.
You should say you're bad at perception checks.
I'm very good at perception checks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I am your
He's-
skill monkey. I have
think
a lot
he's-
of cool toy.
No, I was about to say he's the only class that gets up to legendary perception, but that's wrong.
Yeah, no, that's another one, isn't there?
Investigator.
Yeah.
As you search around in the vicinity, you find, of course, all kinds of foliage, but you seem to find, as you're rooting around, seem to find an herb that you kind of dig up, a very rooty, earthy herb. They're not very big, but you do know that they can be turned into essentially medicine. They are an ingredient your people, well, Chiltians, like to use to make remedies for stuff. And so you find 3 of these bulbs, and you can turn these bulbs each into either an antidote or an anti-plague, whichever you would like, with an alchemy kit.
The anti-plague / bulbs. And
Wait, they don't become antidotes?
They can become anti-plague
Oh.
or antidote.
Yep. They're just yeah. They're just like a primary ingredient that could be used to make either.
And but I can't make them unless like a chemist or some shit. So
You need a alchemy set to make
not me.
alchemy stuff.
Maybe one of you guys, but not me. Although I am technically trained in crafting, if that counts for anything.
You would have to make a crafting check, but you
don't.
need the tools to perform the craft.
I do not have the tool set. Understand better now. Then in those last 10 minutes, while they're still down there refocusing, I'm going to light a torch and actually look down here. Because she cleared out this stuff, but she has the dark vision. I just want to make sure this place isn't just going to throw a boulder or something else.
You light up a torch and try to look down, and there is lots of overgrowth that seems to have taken over the inside of the statue. Mostly on the walls, ceiling, and floor, but you do see further around there is more sort of like cross sections of kind of like was here, just more down, almost like a weak weak walls, if you want to call them that.
Weak walls. Okay.
So you'll have to do a lot more cutting or burning to go further in.
Oh, don't worry. I am an archaeologist. I am good at It's literally part of the archetype, baby. I'm good at exploring tombs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am built for this island. Anyways, everyone's kind of chilling, taking a breather after almost getting killed by a bunch of angry snakes. And so, what is your next course of action?
I can burn it all out.
Listen, before you do that,
let's just take an opportunity to look. Zig, Alexander, and Bob might want to come up here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come up.
Goss has found something interesting, and I'll let her look first because she seems very excited. But to keep an eye out for fucking... You said weak walls? I'm just make sure this place doesn't collapse on her.
The actual stone seems rather sturdy, but the weak walls I was talking about is more of these like vines and overgrowth.
Just become Canadian.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey,
a boot.
That's my culture.
It's spreading like a virus.
They are a plague.
Yeah, that's fair. Yes, man. I wait for the day for you guys to come up here and annex us.
I've said for years that we should take over Canada and Mexico.
For real.
Listen, bro.
We should unite.
Yep, into one super America.
The United States have come.
Absolute... wow. Yes.
Yes.
Canadian United Mexicans.
Yes.
Come.
Everyone will fear come the world over.
Yep.
And I think at this generation they already do. All right.
Think of the drug trade.
Oh god.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's already working.
And so yeah.
What do you see?
You guys are standing in between two giant sets of toesy woesies. What are y'all doing?
Yeah, Gassa's gonna use her dark vision to peer 60 feet down the hall.
Alright, you peer further down. And that's not the right one. And you can see, boop.
Oh,
the crotch.
Yeah, a crotch. Another section of vines and spider webs and such blocking up the area.
Right.
More fire.
I have a torch out, I suppose. I'm curious if there's something here, but I'll step here just in case with my perceptions active.
Have a little fire, Scarecrow.
Yeah.
All right, roll perception.
Thank you. Oh, benevolent DM. 17.
Oh, benevolent and merciful DM.
Oh, benevolent DM.
All right, you step forward and you see really nothing but vines and overgrowth all around you. Almost kind of looks like a cave. If you didn't know this was a statue, you would swear that you were in some kind of cave.
Is there any like you know how certain shrines and shit in the past they have like murals and stuff across the walls? Is there anything like that?
Yes, actually.
Oh.
As you can kind of see past some of the vines, if you take some and sort of like move them out of the way, you could see etchings in the wall. Not quite hieroglyphics, but definitely what's the fancy word for etchings? Marbling?
Engraving?
Iconography?
Engraving. Engravings is...
Yeah, some kind of engraving. Not quite hieroglyphics, but essentially just the visual retelling of the story that you told earlier of man and crocodile's interaction with each other.
Yeah. The man rode on the crocodile first, and then the crocodile rode on him, right?
Yes.
I don't know why, but when you started that story, for some reason I thought it was going to be very Scorpion and the Frog.
Me too. Hey, they're very into piggybacks around
in
here.
In a similar way, the man did get screwed over, like the frog did, but he didn't
that was
die.
The one thing about the story.
I like the version of the story where the Scorpion knows how to swim.
And just swims back to shore and waits for another frog.
Yeah.
Lulz is the Scorpion. Lamau.
Now, Legend of the Five Rings, they have like a bunch of those, and one of those is specifically like the Scorpion's like, but I know how to swim, and then just ditches the frog.
Dick move. Well, doesn't look to be trapped, I suppose. Very concerned about the fact that there's just a black wall here that does not seem to be perceptible through.
Oh, you can see through it.
Goss advances into it. She disappears.
Yep, she advances to the darkness, disappears from sight.
I'll walk with her since I also have dark vision.
All right. We'll hold you up real quick.
Yeah.
As Gasa goes to step forward. Oops, that's the wrong button yet again. Boop. As Gasa steps forward, yeah, the vines and such seem to have been covering up a loose section of flooring that caves in underneath, and you begin to fall into a pit. Would you like to attempt the grab a
Grab an
ledge?
edge?
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead and make that. I think it's athletics.
It's reflex.
Okay, reflex save.
Ooh, nope.
Uh-uh.
0
That
point.
is a,
0 point.
Damn.
Don't tell me the result.
There we go. And with that as a success, you quickly scamper around, reaching up to grab the ledge. Your hand slips, grabbing just a handful of spider webs, but your second hand, you manage to grab a hold of one of the roots kind of dangling down, and you stop your 20-something foot plummet into this pit.
Well, that wasn't there.
Goss looks up. Scar, pull me up!
Long live the king.
Hey, it keeps.
Oh no, the darkness is consuming us all.
Yeah,
This torch does nothing.
I click on reveal areas and it just makes more shadows.
It sucks. It really sucks, I know.
In the pit, does it look like that it opens up into like a bigger area?
Someone with dark perception who's already in the pit can make a
Gasa.
perception check.
Okay. Hanging from the root, Gasa looks below.
You look down, and it seems to be a somewhat enclosed pit. However, at the bottom, you can now see what looks to be a bunch of agitated roots that are squirming around. It seems that you have disturbed another snake swarm.
Ooh.
At the bottom.
Yep, at the bottom of the pit.
All right.
Cool.
That Gasa's
I'll
gonna fall into.
reach down and help pull Gasa up.
You do so.
I'll help her as well.
Yep.
My other
You
hand.
guys are big burly men. She's a petite young lady. It's quite easy.
But my strength is 10.
All right, so
Damn,
it's easy for
really.
one of y'all.
Is the pit the only thing in there, or is there a way forward through the
Actually,
sector?
before you pull Gasa up, she's going to ask you to wait 1 second. And she's going to cast a star spray down on the swarm.
All right.
Why?
You cast.
How
How far
let
down
me
does that
see.
go?
15 feet.
All right. So from you essentially being in the pit, that should hit them. All right.
Okay.
And so
20 feet down, then yeah.
And then she wants to do it again.
okay.
What
So
the
you.
fuck?
So from the pit comes two bright emanations of light
Jesus.
as Gasa is just mini fireballing the swarm of snakes below her. You're definitely pissing them off, killing some of them. They are still alive.
Well, that's all right, because now she has the powerful leap feat, as well as quick jump.
Nice.
So she is going to leap up and 15 feet over to the other side here.
Alrighty.
What?
Go ahead and.
Bloody.
Yep, so before you even have a chance to pull her up, she does some crazy ninja shit where she just easily pulls herself up and then ninja kicks across.
She almost seems to like float, like drift through the air like a comet through the sky.
And she
The more
gets.
I watch Gasa, the more I am fucking bewildered by her.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
an enigma. As you get over
Yeah,
here,
man.
you rustle some of the spider webs and the vines, which causes something to occur.
Oh, why is our squishiest person going first?
Go ahead and make me a reflex save.
Okay.
Cool.
24. Alrighty. How much? Alright. Alright. As you incidentally rustle some of the foliage here, there's a loud unclicking sound and a massive whoosh as all of this debris gets knocked aside as a giant blade just almost guillotine style rushes right past you. You end up taking 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Can I make it lessened?
I'm gonna say
Is that
no.
15 feet?
I think I'm too far away from you.
It's too far, yeah. Shit.
You'd have to be
Unfortunate.
right
And
there.
also across a pit. So
Well,
It's fucking magic.
yeah.
but yeah.
Also, it has to be against an enemy.
And so you now have a pit and a swinging blade in front of you.
Oh, bloody Christ.
And
Anadi
as
is
Gossa
going
Does
is
the
to...
blade reset?
Unsure. You see it
I'm
swing...
watching it. Does it
Yeah.
does it start ticking back or?
Nope. It
Okay.
It swings from one side of the wall to the other.
So it's not guillotine style.
Oh
No,
yeah, not
it's-
straight down. It goes from one side of the wall to the other.
Yeah.
But you then see another set of vines and foliage and such blocking up your path. As that first batch is cleared out of the way. Well, the second batch.
Gossa's
Love, are you
gonna.
alright?
She's gonna grab something heavy. She's gonna sit down. She's like, I will be. And she's gonna refocus.
Alright, you sit along the edge, holding on to a thick root of some kind, and try to anchor
Kick my
yourself.
feet.
Yeah, kick your feet into the pit of swarming
Yep.
angry
Alright.
snakes.
Let's make this
Snakes.
somewhat safer. I'm going to
What are you
hand
guys
off
doing?
my rope to Alexander. Go tie these to the big toe or something. And Casa, I'm going to throw her the other end.
She will look for somewhere else to anchor it to, because she is not a solid anchor right now.
Yeah, you're fucking weightless, right?
I am half of my usual weight.
Cool.
I do have the quick jump feat, so I can jump over that gap. So I could be the anchor.
Yeah,
and
like the athletics check to jump, it's just like the DC that you want to like go. So like if you want to jump 15 feet, it's just a DC 15 athletics check.
Okay.
better for some.
If anybody has 30 feet of speed, they can also just use the leap basic action, which lets you just jump 15 feet.
Oh, I do have 30.
Yeah, so you could. Yep.
I get a running jump, and I'm holding the other end, I suppose.
You don't even have to take a running jump for the leap action.
Sick. All right. I'll hold on to my end. Wait a moment so I can figure out a place to secure it here. And I'm going to look around. First of all, I'm going to look and see if this trap is reactivatable.
Well,
or
you're about to find out as you jump across the pit, and
fun.
when you land, you hear a tick sound. And now I need
fuck.
Gossa and Anadi to make reflex saves yet again. As that blade comes
Boy, oh
swinging
boy.
back.
I don't have... Gotta get level 4 if I want to get the better against trap shit. 21. I think that succeeds. Oh, you got a 24. Whatever.
21. So unfortunately, Gossa kind of gets the shit in of the shtick again. You end up getting hit pretty bad. You take a 29 points of slashing damage.
Holy shit.
And Anadi
Okay.
takes half.
So I did just remember something,
14.
and I feel like somebody keeps futzing with my token because I keep removing the blue bar.
Blue bar.
That's a hero point bar.
It should not be. We gotta set it to something else for Gossa, because that's my resistance bar.
Oh.
Uh,
Let's see if I can.
because she has resistance 3 to all physical damage.
Sick.
Let's see.
Oh.
Oh,
How'd
yeah,
you get
'cause
that?
I am of the
There you
stars.
go.
I am
Resistance
partially
is-
insubstantial.
That is very interesting.
So,
Alright, so because of that resistance, she's actually at 6 HP.
Jesus, I'm sorry, love.
Takes a
She's
bad
going to
hit.
shove a naughty into the pit.
Trips him.
I don't think your strength is any higher than mine. Also, you're half the weight.
I recommend
Appreciate it,
that you clear those vines before anyone else jumps over there.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Well,
do
I think
more
we need to
than that.
disable the trap more than.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But before that, Gasa is going to spend a second level 2 action heal on herself.
Oh wow!
I mean,
Jeez.
you could do that, yeah.
I suppose I couldn't really convince you to make your way
Control.
back over on the other side, could I?
Can you
Well,
disable
I
the
tried.
trap?
I'm hoping so. I just don't want you to get hurt, like you did just now.
So, when the trap is triggering, does it look like it's only affecting these squares?
Do not go any further.
Essentially,
Stay.
now that it is swung a couple times, you can see there are divots now in the wall where it's swung from.
Mm.
Gasa's going to
not
look
go
for more
any
of those.
All right, roll perception. 23.
I will join her.
You can see what appears to have, with the Nadi confirming, you can basically see another set of divots where a lot of this foliage is once again growing from sector to sector. And you can also see oh, nope. That seems to be about it. And so
All right,
it's one moment.
Gasa-
Someone scared the shit out of me. Okay.
Who's Discord calling?
Yeah. But yeah. It seems that there may be a second set of these swinging blade traps. And you also notice, with those good rolls, that there are essentially large sections of the flooring in front of each of these traps, we'll just call them, that pretty much takes up this whole section of the hallway. They seem to be quote-unquote pressure plates. So
All right.
any sort of advancement seems to trigger the swinging of the blades.
Gasa's going to call over. I'm all for new experiences, but I don't want to die yet. Scoot back a second.
That had to be
And-
big.
You scoot back an inch, a literal inch.
And she's yelling across to like Zig or Alexander, either one of them.
I feel like it would have to be Zig, but if you want to jump that diagonal, go for it.
She's
That's
got
15 feet.
I'll back up.
Or you guys.
Well, Alexander did first, so as soon as he did, she leapt over.
Great.
And then she's
Did you
going
do the
to...
weird floating thing again?
Yeah, because I haven't had a chance to refocus because somebody jumped on the trap when I was in the middle of doing that.
Oh, uh-huh.
Wow.
I'm gonna
What
ask.
do you mean,
Gus,
aha? You absolutely did.
You sat down and where the trap is!
Yeah, not while I was triggering it.
Uh-huh, okay.
So Gaza's going to refocus despite Anadi's attempt before Anadi can like take a shot. You know what? She's going to get out of his range, so we can't just like shoot at her and finish her off.
Uh-huh. You're already healed.
She's going to... No, I'm not. I'm still a bunch down.
I feel like you could probably take full cover behind me.
Yeah, no, she doesn't trust Anadi. She's going to move out.
Yeah,
She's going to spend 20 minutes so that she has at least one focus point left, and she's going to heal herself up after the first 10 minutes.
Alrighty. And then
She's
Nadi,
taking 20 minutes to do.
what are you
Shit.
trying to do?
I'm trying to undo a fucking mail from my goddamn agent because they just sent me something and my fucking phone auto hit the goddamn... Ugh. One moment. Here it is. All right.
Hey, technology.
Do not delete forever. How do I get you out of the trash can? Please.
Wow.
Move to inbox.
Delete for
Oh, my fucking God. Cast and call non-specific. All right. That later. Well, she's taking 20 minutes. I'm going to pull out my thieves' tools.
All right.
And I'm going to get to work on this fucking trap.
Alrighty. I guess you can make a skill check for any trap-related lore or a craft check.
I can make a thieves check to disable traps.
Oh,
It's
yes.
usually thievery. Yeah.
Yes, make that then.
Ugh. 20. That's not bad.
Alrighty. Alrighty. You begin to tinker with the sort of crevasse that the blade swings from, and you feel that you have a pretty good jam formed in some of the mechanisms that you are able to tinker with.
All right. Well, this one's done, and I'm going to look at the next one.
As you step forward and the blade
I don't
swings.
move.
No, I'm just
I said I
playing.
look.
I'm just kidding.
I shoot God. I shoot him through the fucking screen.
God shoots you back.
Yeah, well, he misses. We play make-believe.
So,
I have 5 shields that block anything.
I have invulnerability armor.
Yeah, well, God says he's my friend, and he says no.
He said you're a nerd.
I'm telling.
So what is Anadi doing now?
I am doing the same thing to this one. I am thievesing it.
All right, you're
'Cause
gonna
you
have
said
to
I
get
saw the
over
pressure
to
plates. Can I get to it without triggering it?
it. You wanna?
I mean,
Sure.
okay. You move me.
I move you right into the trap. No, I'm just kidding. Okay,
Alright,
make
that's what I'm
another
saying.
thievery skill.
Thank you. I still have my hero, thankfully. 27. I'll keep it.
All right, you feel a little more confident. You feel that you jammed this one up even better, and walking over this pressure-plated section, seems that the first trap did not swing, so you feel that you got these two preset. And
Now that I know that they're jammed, can I look inside the traps and like just see where the axe is, possibly?
yeah, you could see. You look in there, and I mean, a couple feet into the wall, you could see a faint glimmer of the big old blade that would come swinging out. Do you have dark vision?
No, but I have my torch.
Okay, with your torch, you can actually see a little more further down the hallway. Then you could see what appears to be a weird paneled section on the floor, and then further up there is a door.
All right. Do I know what this is?
No.
Cool. I look at it. Can I know what it is?
You don't know what it is. Because you don't
Can't even make a check for it? Oh.
No.
Not even with the torch?
Nope.
Or is it just not there?
It's not there.
Okay, that's my... Okay. Firstly, I'm going to look at this fucking axe here. And have I only disabled these 2 squares? Like, are you making me disable each square or, like, area?
Oh, no, I'll having you jam the hole that the axe was swinging out of.
Excellent. Excellent. That's exactly what I was trying to do.
By stepping on the plates, you can hear the releasing of the blade, but it gets stopped. So you can just step the pressure plates for fun, but they don't do anything.
Okay. So then I can step anywhere. Okay, good to know.
Yep.
Well, I found another thing. It looks like another trap. This area is sort of safe, but nobody fucking move. I'm just gonna take a look first. I'm gonna step here.
All right.
Not stepping on the squares. I want to look. What do they look like?
Just as you see, it's a bunch of segmented squares, and each square seems to depict a small picture, sort of engraved into it. And one moment as I read what these are.
Oh.
Does it match what was on the walls that you were talking about?
Yeah. Might.
Let's see.
Does anybody have a crocodile that we can carry? Or crocodile to carry us?
Alexander's just like, let me go get one.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Well,
Thank you, brother.
Well, if we have to carry something, maybe carrying another member of the group.
Arigasa, she weighs nothing.
Yeah, well,
she weighs stuff now.
I have not. How long does it take to disable?
I wouldn't know
traps?
that. I've
20
only
minutes?
carried you once.
Does it take 20 minutes to disable traps?
No, it's 2 actions.
Oh. Well, then you're refocusing. Spin.
One moment. It's a
Time's
big
up.
section. Big section I'm having to read.
Didn't we figure out in the moment's like 90 seconds?
I don't know.
was with this group. Yeah. Back to life.
What if I throw like a rock over where you guys are at?
Do not. Please.
I mean, it might be.
So
I don't know.
You
Let's
can see these squares.
make sure the traps are disabled.
And these squares, sort of checkerboard pattern, seem to have the symbol, which correlates to either man or crocodile. And then you can see a door here.
Huh. Man or crocodile?
Yeah, very simplistic drawing, almost caveman style. You can see like a stick man or something that's supposed to be like a stick crocodile.
I take a step back, and I'm going to take out a crossbow bolt.
All right.
Throw it in.
You throw it in. Nothing
Yeah.
happens.
Good.
Just remember, there's no J in Latin.
Yep,
What?
it's an I.
Yep. That somebody got it.
Of course I did. I'm Crocodile Dundee, man.
Like,
Yep,
is this a
that's the guy who
Monty Python
said it.
reference?
No, it's an Indiana Jones reference.
Yes.
I got a kid about
well,
that
I've
shit.
seen
I
those
haven't watched
either.
Indiana Jones in forever.
Neither have I.
There's a slight puzzly thing over here. One of you come across.
Step on it.
Can I take
No.
a running leap?
If you want.
Okay,
Go for it.
I'm gonna do that. What do I have to do for that?
Say you
Athletics?
take a running leap. It's
Okay,
a 10-foot
running leap.
gap.
Boom.
Oh, it's just, I thought it was a 15. Yeah, but 10 foot. I could have did that before.
Nah, it's a 10 foot.
Excellent. All right. So, you're the bangs of the group, right?
What?
Yeah, okay, fair enough. So, we got crocodiles and we got people.
Mm.
They're a bit caveman-ish, but, you know, I'm going to look at the walls. Is the man still carrying the crocodile on these fucking walls, or the crocodile carrying him?
So it's sort of like, no, it's a very simple story. So it's very, very easy to depict as pictures. And so it's the same thing, kind of repeating all the way down.
Well, I have a slight idea. The man here likes to carry things, and things like to carry him. So, I'm thinking maybe this has something to do with carrying. But
Pick up a naughty.
oh, fuck me. All right. Listen, if you're going to pick me up, I'm going to get on your back. This thing's all about piggybacking. All right?
All right.
So you're piggybacking?
Yes, I'll
Piggybacking.
piggyback on him.
All right. When you start riding on his shoulders, a new sight reveals itself.
Huh?
There is a crevasse hidden above the door that is now only visible because you're tall enough to see it.
Oh, fuck.
And the back,
Oh,
See
dude.
something.
in the
Short
back,
diff, crazy.
in the back
Man,
of the
I'm 5
hole,
foot or something.
in the back of the hole, you could see a very similar pattern to this. However, some of the, we'll say pictures. Some of the pictures are glowing.
Oh, shit. Brother, this was amazing. With the torch, I look and I see if I can recognize the pattern and if it matches any places on the floor.
It does seem to the picture you see above the door does seem to correspond directly to the floor. And so, what are you doing?
Tell me the pattern. We're walking.
Well, yeah, I direct him to step on the correct pattern.
And so, are you
Step on
having
the
them
correct
step
pattern.
on the ones that are glowing or are not glowing?
Oh, it's
Glowing. Shiny button.
all right. Glowing or not glowing?
Not glowing.
All right, we step on the glowing.
Not
I tell
glowing?
him to step on. I tell him to step on the glowy.
All right,
Always
you
the
step
shiny.
on the glowy ones. You move
step on the
onto the
glowy
first one.
Yep.
Nothing happens. Move
Okay.
to the
All right.
second one.
Now this one, then this one, this one.
The third one. And then the fourth one. Nothing still happens. And you have made it both across.
Excellent.
Yeah. Shiny
Yell down the tunnel. We made it across the you guys got to get over here.
Awesome.
And
Be safe though first.
And when you guys make it across this little, we'll call it puzzle floor, you
Trap
hear
finding.
a sort of like rumbling as this door
fuck.
behind you
Oh.
begins to slide up.
Opening.
Up from the
Revealing-
ground?
Yep, up into the ceiling, blocking off that crevice that you can now no longer see, and
I'm
revealing
right?
Oh.
another chamber filled with litter, debris, vines, spider webs, and a lot of crushed bones.
Huh.
As well as a
Alright.
spiral staircase going up a central pillar high into the chamber of the crocodile man.
I get a feeling this leads into the man in the crocodile, but
Gotta get them over here first.
This is a very bloodborne.
Before we do that, I'd like to look at this chamber still. Is there any like shoots from the wall or like anything that'll just be like, oh, this what can indicate the trap is?
Nope.
All right, cool.
It just seems to be normal pattern of the wall that's been there the whole time.
All right, fair enough.
Naughty.
Yeah.
Throw one crossbow bolt onto each square that we've stepped on, and then whoever comes last can come and pick it up as they go.
That'd be appreciated. I threw a crossbow bolt on all the steps that we stepped on, and I'm still on his shoulders. I'm not getting down yet.
All right.
Just standing here for a little bit.
Comfy.
Yeah.
All right. So you do that.
Comfortable on top of you.
All right. I'll take a running leap to get over.
Alrighty.
Yeah, same.
Ah,
He trips.
I slipped. Trip die.
what a world!
That's how I go.
All right. While you all are making your way through, being smart about it, I'm going to perceive and then thieves' tools if I need to.
All right. Zig goes first, and what does Zig do?
I'm gonna wait for them to
Step
go
on the
further
squares with the
in.
crossbow bolt.
All right. Well, all right. I'll stand on the squares that have the crossbow bolts on them.
All right. You play hopscotch as you go across. Nothing seems to happen.
Bob on your shoulders.
Am I supposed to be on his shoulders?
Bob comes across. Nothing seems to happen.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna take a step inside.
I'm perceiving.
Okay.
You stay right there until the DM says it's cool.
Okay.
Man, someone's freaking out hard about a dungeon.
My friend took 29 damage and I took 14 from an axe blade. Everybody's waiting.
Yep, I know. I was there. I saw it. I rolled the damage.
Yeah, it hurt. That's why I'm telling everybody to stop.
But you look, and with your somewhat limited vision from your torch, you see the room just as I described it before. Lots of debris.
Which gives 40 feet of light.
Yeah, and you see lots of debris and a spiraling staircase going up the center.
Can I move now? Anadi.
Well, I'm on top of you, so I suppose I'm looking at the
Do I have to
ground.
crouch to the doorway to get us put? Okay.
As
we're gonna
Gossa
let
just plays with the toesies.
She's sunbathing.
Oh, jeez.
She
is quite
can't
pale.
cross.
Anadi,
Oh,
what are you doing?
I'm on top of him. I'm moving where he's going. We're keeping this duo going so far.
Oh, man.
That who had the rope?
I did. So I guess here.
Nobody
Throw
now.
it to Zig. Throw it to Zig.
All right.
We'll tie that to
All
something.
right, I'll
don't
go
think-
back across on the marked tiles, and I'll find a spot to tie off the rope.
I don't think Gossa wants to come in now.
No, she is fine, but she literally I have to roll a flat 15 check to like get over. I'm not taking that chance.
All right, I'll find a secure spot and I'll tie off the rope. That way you could get over.
Why do you have to roll the check?
Well, everybody should have, but I guess I just assume you guys decided not to.
Running. I mean, I told Zach I was taking a running leap, and he was like, "Okay, you just do it."
Yeah, I thought it was fine if it was like a 10-foot gap. You just do it.
No. Well, I mean, 10 feet from here lands me right in the pit.
Ah.
But 10-foot gap.
The gap is 10 foot.
Do I have to roll anything for finding a spot to tie the rope to?
We'll just say make
Just
a good survival or craft check.
All right.
Tie it around your chest, and she can just climb
survival.
You tie a rope, all right.
All right.
I'm going to perceive how stable that rope is.
I will also
give it a tug.
Yeah, got to do the tug test.
Tug test.
Yeah. You tug it, it comes undone.
All right, I will re-tie the rope.
Goss is like, I'll stay by the boats.
I retied the rope.
I can carry you across. You don't weigh anything, right?
Come back. No.
Gossa, are you actually going to the boats?
I'll see how they're doing.
You go to the boats, and they're not there.
Fuck off.
Our boats or the regular boats?
Our boats are gone?
Gossa, when you get to the beach, your guys' boats are gone. And upon further inspection, you guys didn't check them earlier, but you notice that these boats have holes poked in them.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Awesome.
Did somebody just sink our boats?
No,
all right,
somebody's
it's a good thing Gossa went to check on the boats.
You know what? That is true.
Boats are gone.
Shit.
While I'm upon Alexander's shoulders, do I notice anything else from my purview or from my perch?
Not really. You know, this is about a 30-foot high to get to the top of this pillar. And all around the room, the walls, and all around the pillar is the same murals that have been there the whole time.
All right.
From the
and
very
these
beginning.
bones are crushed?
Yes. The floor is littered with debris and crushed bones.
I look up at the ceiling. Does it look like it could possibly fall on us?
Oh yeah, the ceiling looks sketchy as shit.
All right, brother. You are going to go carefully up those stairs, and I'm going to keep my bloody eyes out the whole way for any kind of pressure plate that you might trip. All right? If I say stop, you stop.
All right, before we go on the first step.
All right.
We're gonna make a perception check for every step we climb.
Every step.
All right. Enjoy the next 40 minutes of this session, guys.
I'm gonna use my hero point finally. 28 for the stairs.
All right. With a 28 and a 12, they seem to be relatively normal stairs. There's lots of debris on them, lots of dust and such. Some of them have weathered cracks, but they all seem remarkably stable.
All right, let's
Second
climb.
Step.
Yep.
All right, you take a step, and another, and another. Slowly, anxiously, carefully, you ascend the pillar, getting higher and higher and higher. Slowly leaving the view of Bob and Sig. And it's a very delicate situation. These steps, they're maybe a foot long, which isn't very wide for a step when you're ascending 30 feet up in the air while also carrying someone on your back.
Alexander's strong.
Strong boy.
He's a big man.
But you guys ascend the staircase. And as you guys begin to reach the summit, atop, there's a flat top with a smaller raised dais, with something sitting on top of that.
Fuck.
It appears to be
a what?
Is there a visual reference? Or
no.
Okay.
But as you guys look at it, it seems like a jug, but a jug that was either made by someone who was insane or really, really drunk. It has 2 handles, but it has 10 mouth spigots with plugs in them.
Damn.
It's very, very old looking, covered in all kinds of dust and spider webs. But even still,
It's been thirsty.
you can see that there is some ornate paneling and painting that has been done to this jug to make it look kind of pretty. What do you do?
We
Well-
probably inspect the room we're in.
Yeah.
You inspect the
Very
room.
much.
You're 30 feet high on a pillar. And as you look down, you see a very gruesome image as now you get a full view of all the crushed bones, compressed corpses as such that litter the rooms.
Oh, the jug is like at the top of the pillar.
Yes,
Yes.
at the very tippy top.
Oh, okay. I see. I see.
I don't think we exit. We're just at the top.
Okay.
Yep, you're still fully enclosed inside the statue thing.
Naughty. Does that look like a pressure plate that it's on?
Yeah, let me check. 16.
Gossa does the tug test. It seems like the rope is fine.
Alright.
She would.
Would she need any check to move across it?
Nah.
Okay. In that case, she will cross.
With that, it does not appear that the jug is on a pressure plate.
I would also like to just make sure.
All right. With you backing him up, it also seems fine.
All right. Yeah. So you're holding my legs. I'm gonna.
Your legs.
Let's just find out, I suppose. I mean, the only way to really find out is to try. Hey, you 2 people down there.
Yeah.
If that door looks like it's gonna fucking close, can you catch it?
That's a good question.
We'll
That's a
try.
very good question.
You guys are made out of muscle. Please, tell me you can catch it for at least a second, three. Like a round at the very least, right?
Hey, man, I will do my best.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Oh,
try.
Naughty. Just in
Yeah.
case things go south.
Yeah, I love
I'm
you too, brother.
jumping
I
off
reach in
this.
and grab it.
I'm jumping off this stairwell.
All right. So before you finish that sentence, Anai just picks up the jug.
Think.
And nothing happens.
I meant what I said, by the way. Anyways, can you bring us down? Don't bring me down. Bring us down.
As Alexander just tosses you off the side of the pillar.
We jump. Oof.
I land on it.
All right.
No.
So you guys
We'll
begin
walk
to slowly and carefully descend the staircase. And now Anadi has a very weird jug covered in spider webs and dust in his hands.
I got an urn, I think.
What's in
What's
it?
it made out of?
I think it's made out of clay. Right?
Well,
Not
It
an
does
iron
seem
urn?
to be so.
let's get it in the light. That way we can have a better look at it.
Yeah. I'm more like holding this jug awkwardly and like I'm holding my torch in the other. Let's get the fuck out of the crushing room first.
Yep. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
All right.
The crushing room.
Yeah.
So
I'll move
that's
so
what
you
my
guys have
girlfriend
room.
calls her bedroom. Hi-yo.
Ayo.
I don't know why Gossip bothered coming back over.
All right, so you guys begin to walk out
She's
of the
sunbathing.
shrine.
Oh,
You guys
Picking up Naughty's bolts as we go along.
pick up the
Yeah.
bolts, finagle your way across the chasm, and make your way back out into the warm, muggy air of the jungle.
As nice
I-
as this is, you gotta get off now.
I would recommend before the last person jumps over, they untie the rope. That way we don't lose it.
Hey, I'll grab the
that
rope.
would be nice.
All right, just hold
as
on
you
to it
guys-
just in case.
As you guys come back out, Goss will say, just in case you all missed it, our boats are gone.
Our-
Fine. We got a pot.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't know, pot of greed probably. A lot of people
What's that do?
died for it. I don't know. I think it makes you draw 2 things or something. Anyway,
Plus 2 circumstance bonus.
Bob, Gosso, you guys are the main casters here. Can any of you identify things, so to speak?
I can take a look.
That works. I put it
After
forward.
you.
Okay. I'll take a look.
For identifying what this is, I will accept. Let's see. Let me look at the skills real quick.
It's
Arcana?
usually one of the magic's traditional
Yep.
skills.
I'll accept Arcana, Crafting, Religion, or Society.
Ooh,
And
I'm
I
good at
make a
society.
religion on it.
The only one I have of that is religion.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a 1. Alright,
Yeah.
good.
I'm gonna try religion.
Ugh.
Oof.
A roll for me.
It looks like a pot.
Indeed, to a Noddy and Bob, it seems to just be a weird pot. But for Alexander,
Now they're in better light.
this location, with this thing, you are reminded of a tale. A tale of a gift. You are not sure where you heard this tale, but it is a Chultian tale. And upon sort of reciting it, Zig and Anadi are a little surprised that they don't remember this tale of the prestigious gift the great Chultian god Ubtal gifted his people with a magical jug that could produce any liquid that they desired.
Oh,
You seem to remember that people often call this a alchemy jug or a jug of
Yeah.
alchemy. And
Cool.
one moment as I
Can we
pull it
test
up.
that? Any liquid.
Yep, any liquid you want.
Salt water.
Are you
Greater
wanting?
healing potion.
Are you wanting to produce salt water?
No. I will let him try and summon healing potion.
I will attempt. Is anyone hurt at all?
I'm down by 2 points.
Lesser. Is it minor or
I'm-
lesser healing potion? That's the smallest.
Minor.
Lesser.
Minor.
Minor healing potion. Don't want to
Let's
get too
see.
crazy with it.
All right. You announce minor healing potion, and you undo a cork. You pour, and the sweet-smelling pinkish fluid of a healing potion dribbles out onto the floor.
Fuck.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
No.
I'm down. I'm down 14. I take a sip of that.
You take a sip of that. Roll a minor healing potion. Which I think is just a D8.
No fucking way.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
This is a good fucking
get
alchemy
5
shot.
You take a swig from the potion, and
Oh,
you
wait.
get 5 hit points back.
I'd like to experiment. I'm gonna put the cork back in.
Oh, you're gonna have to wait till after stream to do that.
Oh.
But yes,
Oh.
what would you like to do?
Okay, I'm gonna
Look
put
at
the
the
cork
jug,
back
come.
in. Put the cork back in, and then
Mhm.
do the same thing. Take the exact same cork back out.
Okay. Are you announcing minor
Minor
healing
healing
potion?
potion. Yeah.
All right. You repeat the process, and yeah, you pour
All
out
right.
some
Let me
more
try it
pink
again.
liquid.
So that
Drink
just
it
told me
again.
that we can use the same hole more than once a day.
Phrasing,
At least.
yes.
Shut up. I'll say how I want.
That's pretty cool.
Well, that just saved us a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
This is worth almost dying, I guess.
As you guys
All right.
are futzing around with this potion, whenever you guys get done, one of you might turn around and you notice tikis. About,
What?
let's see, You notice about 8 tikis. You know, like the tiki totem sort of statues where it's like 3 masks stacked on top of each other. But it seems while you guys were fucking around, someone set up a couple of tiki statues out here. You can see one like over here, couple over here, couple over here. And they're all facing towards the statue that you just came out of.
Oh,
Are they facing the statue or are they facing us?
Well, you guys are in between the toes of the statue, so the same thing.
I'm gonna stand in. I'm gonna hand off the jug to a natty.
Oh.
Stand in between 2 of them.
As you go stepping forward, you are taking back a little bit as the tikis animate from behind their mask. They all 3 spears kind of whip around their masks of each tiki. And then from behind one of the tikis seems a smaller individual tiki. Just a single mask. And it begins to cackly speak. Does anyone speak Goblin?
Nope. I was gonna, but I chose Giant.
No.
Alright, let me check something real quick.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. Next level, though. Next level, I'll be able to speak Goblin.
Alright. They judged no response. You can see a little shifting of masks as they kind of like maybe give each other quick glances. And then the single tiki then begins to speak in Chult. Can you understand me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. We saw you enter the temple. Give us the treasure that you took from within.
No.
Hold on. Before we say no, how many are there?
There is. Well, let me
we can
give you guys let me give you a visual representation. So here's the one talking to you, and then you got this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing, and this thing.
All right. Let's just assume every mask is someone. So if they're 3 high.
Yep.
3,
high.
3, 3,
and then 15, a single,
maybe. Then it was 60.
And the big one, well, quote unquote big one. It seems to be the biggest mask of all the tikis. Those tikis,
big boss man,
dwarf it. It says, "If you want your boats back, you will give us the treasure."
They took our boats. Oh.
So what I'm saying this out of character. So what they're saying is that if we kill them, we get our boats back, we keep the treasure.
If you give it to them, boats. Do you know where the boats are?
No, but they can't have gone very far.
So you don't get the boats back.
We can find
the boats. We just need one alive to get the boats back.
Well, even that. What exactly would the treasure be?
Whatever you took from the temple.
Very well. And I will produce a monkey pin.
All right. Roll me deception.
I haven't said anything yet.
Well, they're like, give us the treasure, and you go, here you go, and you pull out something out of your pocket.
I pull something out. This is a lovely treasure, and it's what we found up there. And I put the fucking jug down on the ground next to Zig as I walk up.
Okay.
Make my way down. If you want it, and I'm holding it here next to Alexander.
Can I tell if they're all looking at the both of them?
You can't tell because they all have giant masks on their face.
All right.
But go ahead and make a deception check, Hanabi.
There we go.
Shit better be good.
11.
That's 0, baby.
Oh my god.
I am your monkey. I am not a talker. I steal monkeys. That's what I do.
The supposed leader goblin goes, "That's not the treasure, that pathetic trinket. We know there was something cool in there. We want
You're
it."
right.
Uh,
You're right. And
Gasa
I will-
would like to step forward.
All right.
Fart.
She does that. Nothing stopping her.
She sighs, gets up from her resting position, slides off the foot,
Can you speak Chaltian?
removes the prone condition.
Catch Gasa up on all the things that they're saying. You guys don't speak common, do you?
No. Why?
Right. I speak to her in Aklo, and I catch her up on everything that's going on.
Gasa will speak to them in a language. I'll message you it. They probably don't know it. It's on Facebook then. Let me know if they know it, but if they respond to it. If they don't, she will use...
they don't know that.
Yeah, that guy is an intermediary. And she is going to produce... let me find it here. A fluttering... mostly it's an incomplete dress. It almost looks like... But at its current state, it looks like a cloak. Very colorful, very beautiful. She has been working on it, as we have discussed. And she makes a big flourish of it, a big showing of it, and she is going to try to deceive them into thinking that this is what they recovered.
And while she's doing that, I'm going to put the jug in the bag.
All right.
Before she does that,
Yes.
she would like to schmooze them.
Okay.
Excuse me? Oh. Well, hello.
All right.
So, diplomacy. I make a diplomacy check, and it is against the target's will DC.
All right. So make a diplomacy, and then make a deception.
Gosh, anybody got a hero point they can lend?
I use my...
I do
I
not.
still have one.
If you don't mind.
Yep, absolutely. Go for it.
Thank you.
Love you, Bob.
That was a 2 on the die.
Yep. All
That's
right.
much better.
Yeah.
And now make a... Wait, is it still actually deception, or is it just now diplomacy?
I mean, she's still lying about the cloth. And she could also be lying to create a diversion so that Zig can get the jar in the bag of holding.
All right. And Zig,
so I don't know if you want me to make 2 deception checks for that, or...
Nah, just one.
Okay.
Zig, go ahead and make a thievery check to try to pocket away the jug.
And keep in mind, Zach, that their perception is lowered because of her bon mot. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man, we are rolling really bad right now, aren't we?
It is not a good dice day.
All right. Well, here comes the deception check regardless. By any chance, was the bon mot a critical success?
Let's see.
26, pretty high.
6 is good.
If their will is 6 or lower,
Okay,
it was a
will.
critical success.
Yep. Critical success.
Okay,
Cool.
so he has a -3 to perception and will saves.
All right.
For 1 minute. And so, deception check. So that is a 27 against his will DC -3.
Nice.
Alrighty. You come up flashing this beautiful thing that you've been working on. Like, this is the treasure that you seek from the temple, and blah, 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 blah. Start fluffing them up. Zig, you kind of fumble with the jug. You kind of accidentally knock it over before you get it into your bag of holding. So it makes like a clanging sound.
Mm-hmm.
So you catch the attention of these goblins as one of the pillars whips around to look at you. But seeing that you're not drawing a weapon or anything, they kind of seems like they maybe focus their attention more back on the main group.
Okay.
And but for you, Gasa, it seems like these guys are eating right out of the palm of your hand. They seem to be believing that this indeed is the treasure from this temple. And so the main goblin is like, "Oh, Gimme.
And she very reverently bows and presents the cloth to him.
Alrighty. So, as they come up and gently take the gown from you, you hear these guys speak out. All right, give them the boats back. And from a little bit up the hill or the river, there's a slight rustle in some of the bushes as your boats get rowed back by some goblins. And then, with these guys believing they now have the treasure, they all kind of start packing up and going to fuck off somewhere.
Gossa makes sure to thank them for their generosity and kindness, and then gets in one of the boats.
Yep.
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
The big goblin thanks you as well for being quite hospitable and understanding. And then they all go back into the jungle.
And I'll remove the bolts of colorful cloth from my inventory.
A notable sacrifice.
Hey, do you want my monkey pen? Because you had to give
Do
up
you
your...
You want my monkey pen?
Yeah. Listen.
No, let's get a move on.
Yeah, I agree. Silly the
Before they
bear.
figure it out.
I'm sorry for your loss.
That could have been a lot worse than what it was.
Yeah. It would have been a next session's problem.
Would you like a drink?
Actually, that's a good point. Let's figure out that item while we're leaving. And it's a good thing I'm not carrying that shit, because I am one bulk away from max, or from being encumbered.
All right, what was it called?
Anything that's not lightweight.
It is a jug of alchemy.
All right.
I don't believe it actually exists in Pathfinder 2.
It does not. It's a 5e.
Yeah.
I can help you
That's
make
a very
it.
fun thing.
All right. But
Yeah, this
essentially,
jug is much better than a normal one.
yeah, essentially it makes any mundane liquid and can make some magical liquids.
Awesome.
It's neat. Already way better than the normal fucking jug. I was expecting somebody to be like mayonnaise, because that's what it can normally.
I mean, it can also make mayonnaise.
Yep.
What?
Mayonnaise, mead, honey, water, salt water, wine, beer, and like 2 other things that I top
All
of my
right,
head.
it is now
Just
put
one.
in the bag of holding.
Mayonnaise?
Yeah, man, it's
Listen,
just
bro.
fat.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Liquid fat, bruh. Or, I guess, it's that in between of a solid and it's a spread.
Alrighty. You guys have solved the man in the crock puzzle and my goblin puzzle. Cha-cha.
Man, that goblin
let's
puzzle was
go.
way harder.
Yeah, it's really funny though.
God,
Alright,
fucking thing.
back
hit
to the map.
29 damage.
Oh yeah,
Ah, bloody hell.
each of those axes did 48.
Ew.
God.
Ew. Gross.
So you
So
guys,
when you did 29, that was near max.
yeah, that was a pretty good roll for me.
I just I was just like, it's the man in the crocodile. I really want to pick up a naughty. I just really want to pick up a naughty for this.
And it's a good thing you
Thank
did,
brother.
because otherwise none of that shit would have worked.
Oh, cool.
He's like, well, brother, it's about a man in a crocodile, and I'm like, woof.
And also, funny story,
Oops.
if you had done that from the beginning, you would have bypassed all the traps.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's jump a
it's
pit
funny.
with fucking carrying somebody.
Yeah, the pit wouldn't have been activated.
Yeah, I think yeah. What?
Yeah, how does a pit not get activated?
Because it's a magic
Assuming
dungeon.
it's some kind of small magic little shrine.
Huh.
Fucking magic.
We should have probably looked at all the crushed people on the ground, see if they had anything, but let's not go back.
Yeah,
Two player
those,
characters
those,
must be this tall to not trigger the trap.
those were all the people who didn't piggyback someone up the steps.
Ah,
But
cool.
yep, you guys spend a good amount of time in Camp Righteous or ex Camp Righteous, and now you are wanting to get away from there before the goblins come back and kick your asses. And so, Gasa, go ahead and roll that 1d4 as you guys set out on your journey along the river. 4.
Nice.
And so you guys very easily, doesn't even take the 4 full days before you come to what you believe is Camp Vengeance.
Oh.
And so let me grab your guys' peoples.
Yippee.
And boop! As you guys come rowing down the river bend, you can see somewhat of a cleared out area as indicated by these chopped down trees. You can also see a small collection of rowboats. And then, as you come more into view, you can see this somewhat impressive formation of like a dugout moat going around what seems to be a fort of some kind. Not nowhere near as impressive as Fort Belleroon, but it's a fort nonetheless. And so, what are you guys doing?
Well,
Check it out, man.
disembarking and seeing if anyone is watching the gate.
Alrighty. As you guys disembark and come making your way up to this main crossway, there seems to be, as I mentioned, this moat with large spikes jutting out from the raised pits. And as you guys get closer, you can both see and smell the moat. And it's not a typical moat. It's not per se purposely filled with like a river for defense, but it is definitely muddy and puddling and full of dead bodies
Oh.
at various forms of decay, both humanoid and beast. Some impaled along these spikes, some just down in the ditch. And there's a pretty impressive front entrance that you might say. It actually looks pretty well fortified as opposed to the rest of the walls, which seem to be just very minimalistic fortification. But up here on the somewhat raised platform, there are 2 guards, and seeing you guys, say, "Oi, oi, are y'all from Port Nanzaru?"
Yeah.
"Oh, gods be praised. Did they send you here to help?"
No.
No, but we can
We're
help.
here. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Who are you?
I am Jacob. I'm with the Order of the Gauntlet. This is
Get a different name.
Don't tell me what to do. You'll ruin the bigot.
Yeah, it's not like a
do I know
it's not like a
Jacob?
common name like Alexander.
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't know if that
But
the impaler shit's going on here, man.
are y'all here to help or not?
Yes,
Yeah, we'll help.
I'm here to
If
help.
you change your name,
At least.
The purple one can't come in.
She's with us, brother. Anyways,
Fine.
let's talk inside of what you need help with, and maybe we can help you.
Alrighty.
We do have a job already.
We're helping them.
We will figure it out, because if they tell us to go fight a fucking Tyrannosaurus... Yeah, if they tell us to go fight some giants or Tyrannosaurus Rex, that's on you. I'm not hired for that job.
We could be high, though. There's all kinds of stuff in the job.
Exactly. Well, figure it out.
As you guys begin to make your way up this muddy embankment, you can see the dudes at top. They seem to be fiddling with some kind of control to slowly crank this door open. But as it does so, you thought it smelt bad before from just being near the dead bodies in these muddy pits. As the door opens, a small waterfall of very stagnant and foul-smelling liquids rushes down, covering your boots and washing out into the river.
And pick up the tail ends of my coat.
Unfortunately, to both you and the guardsmen, he was unaware that the puddle that had formed by the door has become home to another rather nasty denizen of the jungle.
Oh. It just lands at our boots, is what you're saying?
No. The disturbing of its puddle home awakens it, and it gets very upset as they begin to buzz and swarm as a giant cloud of mosquitoes rises up and comes after you.
What the fuck?
However,
just real quick.
Yeah.
We've had like a day at least since
4 days.
Yeah, it's been a good day.
Well, yeah, he said we didn't take the whole 4 days, so I just wanted to be clear.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay.
1.5.
I'm putting myself back at full health and giving me all my spells and stuff back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, this is going to have to wait till next time at Dragon Ball Z, because it is almost 10 o'clock.
Wait, oh please.
So we're going to leave this off on a cliffhanger encounter.
Sorry.
Lame.
Listen, bro, I've had that for a long time and nobody says it.
Oh, what?
My old group said it every session. You didn't hear it?
Oh, no.
All right, well, the stream heard it for sure.
Okay. Well, thank you all for anyone who's watching now or in the future, and thank you all guys for showing up to play. I hope you've had a good night.
Yeah, it was fun.
Ooh. Alrighty.
Yeah, can't wait to get hit by more traps.
Yeah,
Zach
and they
and
get
Ben,
blamed for some reason.
I meant to tell you, I got Pumaman
nice.
for Christmas.
Very nice.
Pumaman?
Pumaman? Remember NTC?
Okay. Gotcha.
Donald Pleasance in the movie pronounces it as Pumaman.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So great.
Love that one.
Oh my god.
But
that's awesome though.
Gonna end the stream here. We will hopefully pick this back up on the 20th next Friday. But
about that,
yes.
I might. So I did my auditions last week and a little bit this week. If I do get a call back, then from the 18th to the 20th, so maybe the 20th, I might not be able to make it, but that's a whole thing.
Well, maybe the 20th. 27th, if people don't mind pushing back again, but we'll see how everyone wants to do it. But we're going to end the stream here, and thank you guys. Have a good night.
Bye, stream. Yeah.
Bye.
Racist words.
Dream.